grab her, nigga who pump, sex a little bit, said she up, throw baby, then she go, face up beat, then she go, ass up fat, that shit look smart, for me, my dog, forever my dog, we never gonna switch. Won't feel about 9, ain't signed no money, ain't signed no bitch. I come from the bottom, I come from the back, now I'm in the 6. I'm feeling rich, I'm feeling lit. If I call you my dog, forever my dog, we never gonna switch. Won't feel about 9, ain't signed no money, ain't signed no bitch. I come from the bottom, I come from the back, now I'm in the 6. I'm feeling rich, I'm feeling lit.
Was Papino, people, was Papino. Zeke Black is in the building. Harlem Doubles in the building. Real Cash is in the building. We here. This show is dedicated to DJ Demo. East Harlem DJ doing his thing on the 1 and 2s. Definitely shout out to DJ Demo. So what's poppin', party people? Last night was our first live stream with the whole, we had everything for the first time. Sometimes be technical difficulties, but we okay. We okay. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed everybody that joined the panel yesterday. That was a good thing. It was popping. You know what I'm saying? A great conversation. When I fell asleep, the guy who actually picked up the torch come back tonight. You know what I'm saying? Because I think we gotta have these dialogues. We gotta have dialogues. It was great. It's great for conversation. You know what I'm saying? It's something that I think we've run out of good things to talk about, and it seems to be a lot of things that we may speak about might be street stuff, and not what's going on in our realities of how people think. Because we all want people to think the way we think or the way we see things, because they are flavor. But sometimes it doesn't go that way. So sometimes we gotta hear somebody who, instead of going, yo, I'm gonna go with the flow or go with the agenda, but like, nah, son, this is what these are my beliefs. You know what I'm saying? Because if we get more people that we can agree on something, but you ain't got to be like me or agree with what I'm doing, that's the win right there, right? I remember at the job, there was a conversation between assistant manager and the young boy African-American kid out of St. Louis. And he says that he believed that the rioting and looting in the hood when blacks tear their own property down, it doesn't make sense. That's his logic. But he's telling this to a manager who's Latino, I believe, but that manager has, mixed kids, mixed babies. So they're having a conversation. And I like the way the conversation went, because it wasn't about her. She heard his side of the story, how he felt, and she told her version. And they both was able to meet at the end that the police need to be more mindful when they're dealing with the youth or those that have mental health issues when it comes to policing. You know what I'm saying? Because this is like, we can't sidestep crime. We can't sidestep drug addiction. We can't sidestep mental health. Actually, the new mayor of St. Louis, a couple of people are upset at her because instead of her wanting to hire more cops, she's hiring more social workers, more psychiatrists. They on Murder Mile, they're knocking down a building that, this is as crazy as it sounds. They move one side of the street to another, but it shows how much change can happen, man. And people will invest in certain parts of St. Louis once they begin to remove the not so wanted people. So it's popping, party people. We got Ville in the building last night. We got the panel in the building last night. Salute to Sub-Zero, you heard? You know what I'm saying? Definitely salute to Sub-Zero, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Definitely shout out to Sub. Gotta give Sub-Zero his props, man. He definitely did his thing with the with that music stuff. He definitely did his thing. He definitely He definitely did his thing with that. Definitely with the music stuff. And he put himself on the map, man. You know what I'm saying? He definitely put himself on the map. And I believe that. And I believe that's a win. You know what I'm saying? Oh God. Oh man, hold on. I'm trying to get you in here. It's not letting me do it. Something's weird here. Oh man, salute. Let's see something like that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I think you definitely gotta be on point, be on board, man. It was popping party, people was popping. You know what I'm saying? Zeke Black is in the building. Zeke Black is in the building. Definitely Ortiz is in the building. I'm trying to find a way to get you guys in here. You know what we do? Better yet. Popping was popping. Positive vibes though. Smirk the Greats in the building. You got, you know what I'm saying? We do it like swimwear. You heard? You heard? Damn, it's not letting me. You know what I'm saying? We do this thing like swimwear. You heard? It's crazy. It's a crazy game though, right? But word. So I think overall, man, we just gotta be, you know, we have to be productive and positive people. You know what I'm saying? We gotta find a way to you know. Oh, man, shit. So it's popping. Hold on. I'm trying to do something right. Disco Newports was popping. So it's a lot going on though, man. It's a lot going on. It's just crazy out here. These streets, the real streets is crazy, man. You locked up Fario is crazy, man. Like dudes just bugging out. One of them with guns, blickies allegedly putting themselves in situations to get jammed up. I mean, you're gonna be a rapper or you're gonna be a gangster. You can't do both. You know what I'm saying? And I think because a lot of guys contribute being a gangster as being a gang member, that's where it gets twisted at. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times the philosophies go crazy. Like, you know, somebody came the other day and said, it's crazy how a lot of people that had knives itself became what you call gang members. And that's like backward. That's crazy. So you went from being having knives itself to feeling like God to falling into something that goes against actually what y'all went through your teachers being God body. But you know, it is what it is, man. Generation to generation. You know what I'm saying? Knowledge is knowledge, though. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It becomes like real talk, man. And what I mean about real talk is that we can't be in a crazy state of mind no more. We can't, you know what I'm saying? We can't just accept what we believe is real. Yes, and that's hot now. It's not because you know they know it's money on the street. They know more people outside. They know some dudes that got their paper up, the violence. I don't know how I still don't understand how a group of guys can come together to get to the bag, and it always leads to violence. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's, you gotta keep in mind the grind ain't the same no more. It's not so disciplined, the grind, because now you make $1,000 on your phone, you good money. It's not like before where it was a full-blown operation. So I think guys have more time on their hands to get jammed up. I mean, you gotta think about it. A lot of guys frequent the same spots, the same after-hour spots. A lot of mess with the same girls. They go to the same stores. So at some point, they're all gonna bump heads. You know what I'm saying? When they bump heads, that's when it gets crazy, man. And that's the sad part, because there's more guns on the street now than ever. So now, a simple argument in an ox spot, you might get your head blown off. You know what I'm saying? So like, you have to move around these streets on point. You gotta watch what you say and how you say it to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because these dudes aren't these, because the game is totally different, man. Exactly. Everybody want to be a superstar. Everybody want to be exactly what $1 Million Smile said. Everybody wants to be a superstar. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wanted to be a superstar like that back in the days. Who wanted all the beef? You know what I'm saying? And that's the direction dudes going to now. Even these little young rappers, they go into the direction of, if I have all the beef, I'm gonna be popping. That's a jail mentality. That's what happened in jail. The more cuttings, the more beating up on people, no matter what clique or circle you was in. That's how dudes got their names up. How many times have you seen us big up anybody that wasn't doing that did something with themselves that came out the penitentiary? Other than, yo, son, my man, he put mad work in, or son, he went gun to gun with son. You know what I'm saying? I think we may not realize it, but we actually promote this stinking thinking, those conversations without even realizing. You know what I'm saying? Subconsciously, you know what I'm saying? Even in situations when you talk about the streets and certain organizations, how many times have dudes up north, dudes used to argue over who's the best rapper? Jay-Z, Biggie, or Nas? To when dudes started talking about who's the biggest homie, or who's the biggest this and who's the biggest that. Going gun for gun over names and who knows who, and yo, you don't know him, and you know what I'm saying? This is what the coaches come through. The streets is really a setup for the game, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Definitely, you know what I'm saying? Because we have to have these conversations. Without these conversations, it's never gonna be for real. It's real in real time. Because this is how because who want to go to jail? I mean, I never, like, we knew, like, me and my friends, when we was younger, we knew we was breaking the law. Eventually we go to jail. That's one conversation we definitely had. Eventually we're all gonna go to the penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? But we wasn't trying to go to jail. We wasn't throwing our names. Because, see, in the streets, I don't know about what Marcus you in, but in New York City, when you make a lot of movies and a lot of noise, you don't want your name popping at the local police station. Because you open the doors for all the vice snitches. Now, y'all may not know the vice snitches. A vice snitch is somebody who's outside all day who the police have on a payroll sometime to ask them questions about who's who, such and such, where the guns at, boom, 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 boom. Now, in a lot of precincts, they don't like the gunplay. So even though you may have a drug operation, they may not care about there's no guns. Now, when they begin to hear about such and such got a gun and such and this, but what? Then they got their eye out. So why would you want to have your name in the precinct for robbing 4 candy stores? You done Debo him, your son doing too much. A lot of times we do enough crime that we send ourselves to jail. The only thing that bugs me out is that when dudes get caught, they act surprised. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you mess me up with that. I'm just mad I got caught. But I never was surprised. Like, yo, how does this happen? Because when you break the law, you go to jail. How many times I seen dudes crying in the 4 building? Because, yo, I can't believe it. I got a cell. My guy, you know you just breaking the law? This is what comes with the game, man. You know what I'm saying? It's what comes with the game. And it's a sad reality when you live a life that you able to deal with consequences that come with the game. You feel me? I never, you know what I'm saying? I never, hold on. That's the link. Yeah. Yeah. Hit me right now. I put the link up in the chat. Do what you did yesterday. You see the streaming out there. Hit the link. That's what we do. Don't play music in the background. You know what I'm saying? All right, got you. Just hit the link. I want. And I think it was popping. Jam was popping. It's popping. I think that now I don't know when Manny Love come home. Police don't care about the money getters. They only care about the violent acts. That's a fact. They always care about the violence. You know what I'm saying? Before the era, New York thing was the crime thing was the only people, because a lot of the laws wasn't made for us. It was the Rockefeller laws was originally made for the Italians. Those were the drug dealers, right? And the Irish. We wasn't considered, even though we was getting money, we wasn't up there. Like you had the French Connection, remember that? 23rd Precinct. Then you had the Pizza Connection, remember that? The Bananos. This is all true stories. You know what I'm saying? The mob, the 23rd, the dirty cops, all that is connected with each other. You know what I'm saying? So when they made these Rockefeller laws and all this other, it wasn't really meant for us, but they used those laws against us heavy in the crack generation. Heavy, like they had it in rotation. Because a cop died. And plus a couple other people died, but a cop died. You know what I'm saying? It was Crackino. Oh no. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's sometimes, and this is because this what we're speaking about now is what affected what New York looks like now. Giuliani started going crazy, remember? Pataki started really putting the pressure, and then they began to build more jails, cookie cutters by, I don't know, they want to build them at least 20 or 30 more facilities. And the whole catch to the jails was they was getting the federal dollars based off of having ASAC, KSAT, anger management, having these programs that the feds was feeding them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You can't get it from your phone? Yeah, just like yeah, you can do it on the phone right now. All right.
He got you on live right now. Hey yo, make sure the phone goes straight through. I'm about to put it on phone verbally.
Yeah, I got him. This is if you're from Brooklyn, New York, definitely Brownsville. If you're looking around Brooklyn, I have a legend that's gonna be on the line.
Yo. What's up, Z?
That's Choo Kato?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got Killa Kato, man. I got Killa Kato from Brownsville in the building tonight, man. Definitely shout out to Brownsville Van Dyke. Y'all know Mr. ABG. Kato, I want to ask you a question, man. Where did it all start at? who was your inspiration in the streets and in the game when you first came outside?
Man, Killer Ben, Papa John, Glock. BK Roy. Those are like my big homies. Like those are the people that I really gave my motivation to the street shit.
Copy. Now, did you lived in Fort Greene before at one point in time, right?
No. Actually, I was born in Fort Greene.
Oh.
I was raised in Greene.
Wow, you was raised, facts. Yeah. So you was born in the Fort.
I was born in Fort Greene.
Now, it's funny because a lot of people, they ask a lot of questions, man. And I remember I asked you a question when we was up north.
I'm all for it, bro.
And I asked you about how did that Utica and Brooklyn war start?
The what?
That when the East New York Brownsville niggas going at it with them Utica niggas. That was a big war. You know what I'm saying? You hear me?
Well, you talking about ABG and the Crown Family war?
Yeah, that one in the East. Yeah, that was a big one, bro. You hear me?
That was pretty much just like it was competition.
Oh, okay, I got you.
It was more so like two street families that bump heads. Like it was the competition.
Oh, I got you.
We bumped heads because they had their own little thing going on. We had our own little thing going on, and that's what it was.
Now, it's funny because I remember when we used to kick it, you know what I'm saying? Because you have a unique story, and we're going to work on getting this story to the world because, you know, I never seen this in my lifetime when I seen somebody pull up to a facility and the whole jail stop. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? And it was like, you looked through a God came, and all you heard, you was just walking with your bags going to, I think the some type of room, and it was like, yo, Kato's in the building, and I'm like, this nigga must be 6 feet tall, 300 pounds, and all type of. And then you come in the door, and I said, it was like, yo, Kato, and it was like, that's when I got to realize, man, because you from Brownsville, like, yo, man, this is serious. This guy really laid down a lot of work for this. Like he that foundation you laid down for your name was serious, man. And
see, let me touch on that just real quick, bro.
Yes.
Because you know a lot of people don't understand. Like, bro, a lot of people really got a gun game in these streets, but when they go to jail, they pussy.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like they go under a gang. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got their gun.
Yeah.
And, that wasn't my story though, bro.
That wasn't
my story. Like I didn't only build a legacy in these streets. I also did that shit behind that wall. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And not too many people could really say that. Not too many people be like, yo, look, I got this on for my gun, and I stood tall, nigga, in that pen.
Yeah.
A lot of people folded, bro.
Yeah,
it's not my story.
That's not your story. That's a fact. I seen it.
Story.
I had a chance to see that.
Yeah, be like, yo, look, I'm jacking this because this is where the strength was at.
Nah.
Because I ain't got my gun. A lot of people ain't got this story.
Yeah, they don't have the story, man.
I guess it authentic, bro.
Now you did. You did. And I remember he was talking about, because with the Van Dyke and all that, and you know, Van Dyke Projects has a unique, long history. And it was like, a lot of people was like, yo, Kato was like the president, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna front. I went out there one day. I was in Van Dyke with my man G and Rel, and dudes that was up north with us remember me being with you. And they were like, "Yo, that's Kato, man," and that was like, I'm like, "Oh, you know what I'm saying?" It was that's real when you wasn't even around, and dudes was like, "Yo, that's Kato, man. Now, son, he good, son," and I was like, "All right," you know what I'm saying? And that's real, bro. Now, what happened with the rapper AZ? If you want to talk about that, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
that was different.
Yeah.
That was different. Then I remember when you was telling me the story about yeah, we have a lot of unique stories, but you know what I'm saying? But now there's one story that I read in the newspaper.
Pretty much
talk on that type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's why I try not to go that direction. I just know that
but go ahead, bro.
I remember I reading the newspaper. It was a big thing with ABG versus Riverdale and all that. You know what I'm saying? And that was like a major war too. I was like,
it was.
That was a war, bro. And
it was, and you know, it really was under the carpet.
Yeah.
But they put up a better fight than Crown Family, to be honest.
Yeah.
To be honest, but we still ain't lose.
Yeah. That was something that was real. That was something.
And if you look at the history, though, like Red Soul, bro, that's the same shit that's going on today. You feel me? It's like a chain reaction.
Yeah. The newer
with
generation.
The rules and the shows and
yeah. You know. Cause you know what's crazy because that's true. Yeah. It all came together. Yeah. It all came together, man. Like you had the rules and shows and them and it's so deep, man. You know what I'm saying?
It is. You know why? Because it's an umbrella, bro. You feel me?
Yeah.
I mean, you really gotta pass it to. Like you can't do it forever, bro. You know what I mean? I don't know one nigga that could be like, yo, look, I'm the realest nigga alive.
Yeah. That's funny that you said that. There's a whole bunch that try to take that title. You know what I'm saying?
Anybody really get it, bro.
That's a fact.
So, I've never met no nigga that's really in life, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, man.
Feel me?
You know what I'm saying? It's so real because I remember we had some great conversations, man, and you know, like I tell people, everybody's zip code is different. You have East Harlem may be a little different, but Brownsville, it was always a different type of territory. You know what I'm saying?
You
know what I'm saying? And
that's a whole different world, bro.
Whole nother world, bro.
Like really though. Cause I know a lot of Brooklyn niggas that's still yet, bro.
Don't come to Brownsville.
They feet in Brownsville pavement, bro. At all.
Yeah.
Not too many niggas. I'm not schooling nobody, but not too many niggas from Brooklyn or any other bubble that ever been there, bro. And that jungle is different.
Definitely different, man.
You ain't the only gangster that's running around. You ain't the only nigga that letting it go. You feel me? You ain't the only nigga that's, jamming niggas. You got 1,000 motherfuckers that's real just like you.
That's a fact.
You feel me? You got to survive. It's really the mud.
It really is the mud, bro. And
it is, though.
It is. It really is.
And I don't take nothing away from no other city, no other hood. You feel me? But ain't nothing like it.
Definitely ain't nothing. And it's like I said, man. One thing I say about Brownsville is that y'all go through what y'all go through on a personal level, but if the lines are bit crossed, y'all get together. Y'all, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, on the ABG level though.
Yeah. The ABG come together, man. And Shout out to Cluster Villain, man. You know what I'm saying? He was with us. Shout out to Ville, you know what I'm saying? Because we were always together in the same spot.
Oh, you talking about Swag?
Yeah, Swag was with us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's my guy.
That's our guy, man. And
That's my guy.
we was it's you know, like you said, man. When you meet somebody, and like you said, that they did their thing on the street, then they come to the penitentiary and laid down the pavement. You get respect from everybody, not just one circle.
You know that shit, bro. It's a whole different ball game when you ain't got your gun, bro.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
You feel me?
That's a fact.
And you ain't got 50 niggas behind you. It's a difference.
It's a super difference.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we're gonna do like different parts on this because we're gonna get the Kato boom. This is just the first installment of the Killa Kato, what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to be honest with you, man. This is a legend right here, a Brooklyn legend. You know what I'm saying? And when we say Brooklyn legend, he was outside in them 90s. You know what I'm saying? ABG is something serious. This is something. They was going to war with real crews in Brooklyn. That dudes got a lot of time. Everybody, a lot of situations happening in this situation. This wasn't a raising tax situation. This wasn't a you cut me and I don't see you for the next 20 years. You know what I'm saying? This was one side of the block to the next. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because yo, ABG was long, bro. Y'all had like a large stretch from Van Dyke, or was it from Tilden down, or was it from Van Dyke down?
Nah, I started in Van Dyke, but ABG is still here, bro. ABG is still strong.
Yeah, I be seeing the flicks, man.
Like we went worldwide in 1 year, though. You gotta understand that, bro. Yeah. By ourselves.
That's true. That's y'all's by yourself going to. That's
independently, bro.
Word. Now I remember we was up top. I used to write "I mean" sometime. Yeah, you wrote "I mean" sometime. They said somebody said that he's ass sack. I'm like, wow. Yeah, I'm like, wow. You know what I'm saying? I remember you used to write him like, yo, that's it.
That's pray for that brother.
Let's pray for him, man, because
you feel me? That's pray for my brother.
Yes, sir.
A real nigga.
That's a real one right there. You know what I'm saying? I remember you used to write it. You know what I'm saying? And it's so deep, man, because you know, when people don't understand what somebody been through the first 30 years of their life, you know what I'm saying? They think it's a game. Some people, for the first 30 years of their life, it's been crazy. And not just crazy, but real crazy because, yo, when you read the papers of the 90s, other than what was going on in Flatbush, yo, son, that whole Rockaway corridor was Iraq. You know what I'm saying? It was for real. I said, other than Flatbush, your way on your side was crazy. You know what I'm saying?
The Bush, give it up.
Yeah, the Bush is crazy. Whew.
You know, those are neighbors. Yeah,
that was your neighbors. It's a fact, man. That's a fact. Yeah. Now, you and Mano cool, right? Because I remember you said that. Yeah, Mano. Yeah, shout out to Mano.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I remember you said how y'all used to go to shows with him, man. And I like to see that. You know, when you told
that black flag, why not?
Yeah, that black flag, that's a fact.
I mean, you got that black, why not?
And I remember when you used to say like when he came home, I mean when y'all always linked up together, you met in the parking lot and y'all went to the club, like Mano always show love to dudes. Like he showed love to a lot of dudes, you know what I'm saying? And that's, you know, that's so I like to salute Mano for that, you know what I'm saying? Because when you told me that was like wow, like he
he live that life. He's not ABG, you feel me?
Yeah.
But he live that life. He a renegade. He ain't discriminate. You feel me?
Yeah, he ain't act funny money. He ain't, you know what I'm saying?
Came home, he picked up that black flag.
And that's real, man.
You feel me? But he still, he a solid nigga.
Can't get no more solid than that. You know what I'm saying? You definitely can't get more solid than that. Like, you know what I mean? And that's what I like. I like when solid individuals call solid dudes solid, because it's not about, well, blah, and that's one thing I noticed about you. You never say nothing crazy about nobody. You know what I'm saying? Somebody asks you about somebody, but we don't deal with them. You just don't say nothing. You be like, I don't know what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? you don't be like, I never seen you entertain those type of conversations. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I think that's a powerful thing. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody wants to get caught in gossip. Now I want to ask you a question. Another one. You know what I'm saying? I remember when you was having a conversation, you telling us about, like, actually used to be East Ville, and then you retired from that. You know what I'm saying? But
East Ville?
But you said you used East Ville before, right?
Hold on. All right. Hold on, G. Hold on.
Right. Yeah.
It don't matter. Come on, let's wrap up.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm ready. Hold on.
So remember, we're going to do more segments to this. We're going to do more segments. I'm going to show you how to log in. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, Dad, what you were saying, bro?
About the East Ville situation.
Oh, that happened at Attica. That happened Jay Stone. Actually, before Ty Guns had with the fucking to the feds and shit.
Yeah.
He had gave Jay Stone his own hood.
Oh.
However, Jay Stone, he ain't put on for it. And unlike others, bro, like, I didn't choose it. Like, it chose me. You feel me?
Yeah.
It was never in my bloodline. Like, I'm ABG to the death, homie. Like, what's up? And it was given to me because of the work. You know what I mean? And you couldn't hold it down. So it was the screams after that.
Yeah.
Like that, like,
yes.
You feel me? Screams, he carried that torch. I don't know where it went from there, but it was never me.
I got you.
It was never me, but yeah, I had that. It was given to me.
Yeah. And it's so dope because, you know, this is part of your travels, man. Because you know you have a like I said, you was raised by the best, Killer Ben, and that generation. And we know what Fort Greene was like back then. You know what I'm saying? And you went to Brownsville, and you know you was part of 8. You know what I'm saying? You're part of a major everywhere you, and that's the amazing part about this. You're like Mr. New York City yourself. As when it comes to Brooklyn, at least, you grew up in all the right areas, and the names that surrounded around you is infamous names. You know what I'm saying? As in OGs.
I wouldn't say infamous. I would just say that motherfuckers that would never die, bro.
Yeah.
As long as my heart beating.
Hell yeah.
Many people, solid motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. That's a fact.
Because my shit being, they gonna live forever. Electricity gonna live forever, regardless, no matter what.
That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely a fact, man. You know what I'm saying? And somebody shout out Scrams, but it's real because sometimes we have to take it out the penitentiary and bring it back to the streets. And that's why, but we've been talking about this before YouTube, MySpace.
Yeah. We talked about this shit damn near 20 years ago.
And yeah, son, in the spot, like, yo, it'd be dope. You make this Kato documentary, this movie, this will work out, man. And
before social media.
For all this, you know what I'm saying? And I just happened to get into this wave.
Nigga, we used to stay up He said the sun came up, nigga.
Just yeah, but yo, this seemed to be dope and that seemed to be dope and
you had a vision though. That's why I'm proud of you. Like you had a vision and you came home and you did something and you're doing it. And
thank you. Appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. I definitely appreciate that, man. Because that's because if one of us can get to that point, then we can bring us all, the whole squad. Not just, you know what I'm saying? If 3 of us is trying to get to a goal and we all hit, we won. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? Swag with the music, me with this thing, somewhere over there, boom. Let's do it because there are unique stories that come out of New York City other than the stories that y'all keep remixing and you know what I'm saying? And trying to, remix 5 times. There's other great stories. Yeah, because after a while, it becomes a freestyle.
It's a lot of shit that's being fabricated, bro.
Yeah, it's just, and
that's what's going on.
That's a new thing, and it's sad because because somebody will get hurt. Like I told you, at one point in time, people used to argue about who's the best rapper, Jay-Z, boom, and Nas. Now dudes be arguing about individuals they never seen before. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? Yo, I'm telling you, I seen the kite, and yo, that's such as this and that and that. They don't even know, man. Ready to be rest in peace or ready to catch 1,000 months. And it's crazy, bro. And it's like,
it ain't the way.
It ain't the way, man. That's why we gotta have the individuals that was good in the street. Okay, I did my thing in jail, but I'm good in the streets. And because you can be respected just being yourself, man. I'm telling you, bro, I see this. I got to see something I never seen this a day in my life in the penitentiary. The guy came to the jail and it was like the jail shut down. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? Yeah. It was crazy. And to see that was like, oh, okay. This is what, and you know what a lot of people were scared of? They were saying if dudes if anybody was gonna try him, he would whatever in the streets. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? That's a powerful thing. When somebody feel like if they jumped out the window, you know what I'm saying? You hear me?
What try me?
Nah, niggas the niggas is like somebody like you, they can't try because there's consequences in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly, you know what I'm saying? And I was like,
ain't nobody tried me though, bro.
Nah, they definitely wasn't. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Definitely, man. And that's what I'm saying. It's like that's when you know other people go through being tried. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? Words, funniness, nothing on that side, man. So when you see that, you understand that somebody's a respectable person. Now this is how we do it.
Yo, just to touch on that topic, bro. Yeah, it was that. It was that, but I was firm in the can too, though.
Yeah, you was.
Niggas wasn't having any way with me.
Hell no. Nah. That's
me. Niggas wasn't having any. Ain't nobody never had any way with me ever. Not just because you worrying about the consequences.
Oh, I gotta get him back. I think his phone died. Yeah, we back. Yeah. It's a fact though, because you definitely holding it down, you know what I'm saying?
Anywhere I went.
Yeah, man. It's real, man. That's why I ain't gonna front when I see the things that you're doing. I'll be like, yo, he's definitely doing his thing, man. Like the move that you making.
One more over though, bro. Life than that shit, man.
Yes, yeah.
Motherfuckers ain't coming home taking care of their kids and you feel me? Showing their appreciation to their mothers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You've been through a lot of shit in your fucking life, like.
Yeah.
It's time to sit down.
Time to sit down.
You know what I mean? It's time to sit down and be grown. Like, that's where I'm at right now, bro.
I see it. You definitely you grown. You doing a grown thing, man. And
I'm gonna remain that way, bro. No, there's nobody in my way.
yeah. You definitely in the right. Like you said, we all get older. We all get older, and as we get older, we see things. We see things clear. We see the bigger picture.
You can't keep repeating the same shit, bro.
That's a fact. You get the same results.
Shit is corny. Yeah.
It gets corny. Like, who wants to go back after doing so much time?
Big dick for the rest of their life.
Yeah. It's a fact. Sometimes you gotta grow up.
Another nigga disrespecting your daughter.
Word.
Or your son out there in the game, man. You can't even guide him in the right direction to do something better.
It's a fact. This is real talk from somebody that was outside. See, this is the real. This is.
That's what I meant.
This is what I'm saying. Somebody that's outside. You know what I mean? This is a real conversation. This is something to make some of us adults think about it, right? When do we grow up and go, what really matters? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know some of you older, you're not disappointed when your daughter says she's a bloodette or cripette. Like, that doesn't bother y'all. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't, like you said, it doesn't bother you that your son is home.
That your kids is growing up how you came up, and you ain't showing them a different way. Oh no, yo, bro. Well, so that alone, you did it for them. Why your kids out here in these streets doing the same thing that you did? It don't make no sense.
No sense, bro.
You did everything. You did the jail time. You feel me? You put in the work so they won't have to go through the shit you went through in life, bro. It's not real. That shit not real. I ain't with it.
That's a fact. That's definitely a fact. And it's so deep because when we sit back and individuals, they need to hear this. Some people need to hear this. Is that when I was younger, right? I'm gonna keep it on the high. I had no kids when I was younger, so I the only worry I had was like my moms and pops and them not getting sick and stuff like that. Then
I know
after having kids, you begin to see things a little different. Like, I gotta move a little different, but I still play with the streets. I still say, you know what, I still got at least one more chance. And then when I caught that 4, bro, I said, man, I gotta man up, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, it's not working. Something gotta change, man. You know what I'm saying? My mom's passed away, Pop Duke, he just passed away, you know what I'm saying? But he was alive, his wife. You know what I'm saying? It was so much going on. And it's like, I'm playing jail games at this point, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, for what? So now
what, living from commissary to
commissary.
You feel me? That ain't cool, man.
That ain't cool, man. That's a fact.
That's not cool, bro. What you doing is cool. It's dope.
Yeah.
You home. You got a platform. I'm home.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, that's dope.
And the sad part about that is that's the part that you don't want to take away from yourself. Like, yo, you could get away from the game. Maybe, like prime example, me leaving New York, I'm living my best life. Huh?
You gotta want it.
Gotta want it, man. Me, yeah.
If me or you want to go to jail tonight,
you know what I'm saying? But
you feel me?
Yeah, you got time.
If you want to die tonight, you can die.
You can die, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that for you, nor none of my brothers.
Yeah, facts.
Feel me? All my real niggas.
Yo, I remember this morning when I went to work this morning, it was taped off. Across the street, I guess they were shooting out, and the guy drove down the block, and he stopped his car, and he died. He had a young guy, early 20s. It was a shootout down the block, and he was driving. It's just, boom, the car was just sitting there. The car was hit up. when the ambulance came, he was gone, man. So it was like, whoa, that could have been anybody, bro, or just anybody walking in the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like the game that's being played now, it's not even fair because dudes now is gonna chase your car down. You know, they don't care who's in the car. They're gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like when they say I'm gonna see you in traffic.
Look, you can't say it's not fair. It's not fair though, because there's no fair fight in the street fight, bro.
Yo, I like what you just said.
You do want to come in?
That's a fact. Please say that. Yo, I like what you just said right there. You're right. There's no fair fight,
though, bro. Ain't no fair fight in the street fight. If you got this nigga on booth, you gonna bite him. You gonna scratch him. You gonna shoot him. You gonna stab him.
Yeah.
However, you gotta get the motherfucker off. You gonna get him off you.
Yo, that's a fact, man. I think. Yo, that's a fact, bro.
No, you just gotta remove yourself from the bullshit, bro.
Yes, that's why. That's why I do that.
Money, though.
Yeah, because it gets serious, man. Because I ain't gonna front. When I first seen when you went out, when you went where you was going, I was like, yo, I gotta try that shit, bro. Because I know, like, you live with your best life out of New York. Like, she's chilling, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
I wouldn't say it's the best, but I know it gave me some longevity.
Yeah, you still here. You know what I'm saying?
I'm still here.
You still here.
So I gotta be doing something, right?
My wife, she's from St. Louis. So when I came out here, I said, no, let me give this a try, man. You know what I'm saying? And I've been here ever since. I'm chilling. I'm living my best life. But you know what I'm saying? And it's real. Like, I said, yo, sometimes you have to remove yourself from what might get you on.
Yeah, the people, places, and things. Well, you know that shit.
Exactly. People, places, and things, man. It
worked, though.
It worked.
You just gotta box to it. That's it.
That's a fact.
Just box to it. If you don't box to it, you're gonna go left or you're gonna go right.
That's a super fact, man.
You know what I mean? You just gotta box to it. However you want to live your life, that's how you want to live it. But you gotta box to it.
Because you know, when I was like, when we used to kick it, man, you know, we used to have real good conversations, man. And a lot of things, one thing, and I'm gonna say, is that you have a lot of you have a lot of respect for your moms, and that's real. You know, a lot of dudes don't respect their moms. You know, that go, man, I'm a soldier, I do this by myself. But you have a strong respect for your moms, bro. And you know, that goes to show that there's some type of structure in a person's life. We just make decisions in the street that send us back, that get us caught up. You know what I'm saying? And that was real, bro.
But even our mothers, but still, I honor my mother so much, bro. I'll give her my last breath. Cause she put up that sacrifice for her kid.
Yeah.
She gave the game up. Like, you know what? Nah, fuck that. Like,
yeah.
I'm not losing my kids to the game. I'm gonna get my shit together.
That's a fact. That's real.
And she did that.
Yo, G. What's up, man?
Nate, bro. It's not 1 week that we ain't go 55, bro. That we ain't eat, bro.
I'm trying to tell you. We wasn't loaded, bro. He wasn't loaded. Exactly. Yeah. Every conversation. Loaded. Crazy.
Loaded, bro.
55. A million black and miles.
My mother did that, not no bitch.
Yeah.
Did that.
And that's real, bro. And that's real. When you this is true stories. See, this is part of the game that y'all don't hear from. You don't hear a lot because it's about what he's speaking about. That's gonna raise some antennas. When it's all said and done, who's gonna be there? You know what I'm saying? Regardless, mama love or good.
And then you know, as a man, you gotta show them your appreciation. Though, when you get back out here in this free world.
That's a fact.
Not about going back to jail.
Yeah.
or she gotta come and identify you.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, fuck all that shit.
I remember when my brother passed away on Rikers Island, and that was like that crushed my mom's because he passed away. And when the police knocked on the door, she had to identify him at East Hospital. You know what I'm saying?
And you was in the streets at the same time.
I just got out of jail. That's true. You're right.
Imagine what she was going through mentally.
Yeah, that crushed her. That broke her, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. That broke her, bro. You know what I'm saying? That broke her. That right there, that's brought her back into 1980. You know what I'm saying? Like, and because now it's like her baby died on an island. You know what I'm saying? In jail. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, you know what I'm saying? And I think people don't, you know, those be the days that we think about, like when, like, you know, when we say free, rest in peace to our day ones and people that we've been around, we watch a lot of good dudes die at a young age. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? Like, damn, son, he was a good dude. He just made one bad mistake and they caught him lacking. You know what I'm saying? Or this happened and that happened. Or he lined them up. Like, so for us to be, we should appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, somebody wants us here for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I think that this Kato story is going to be where it needs to go. Because I think the world needs to see what they've been hearing about the ghosts. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Because I know fun when you told me that, because you was like, yo, my pops was in that movie, the Sonny Carson joint. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, what? He was like, yeah, that boom, boom, boom. But then he was like, you know, he did a lot for Brownsville with them jobs, with that construction stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's actually my pops. Our father's actually my pops. That's my brother's father.
Yeah.
But Christ is my father.
Copy.
And our father raised me. My father also raised me. He was also in my life. He was also a gangster.
Yeah.
You feel me? And like I came up different, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I came up with structure.
Yeah.
I still got my integrity.
Yeah. Because there was definitely where you was from. It was built that. It's weird when I speak to old Brooklyn cats like you and the other guys. It was a lot of culture going on, like the God bodies, the Israelites, the NOI. It was crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Bro. So you had to be there. You had to know your lessons. It was structured, bro.
Yeah. You have to.
I ain't make it this for no reason.
Yeah, that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? And I think
I honor my umbrella.
That's a fact. It's funny, man. When you know, people like to hear about, you know, the super negative part of the story, right? But people don't understand, like a lot of individuals miss their homies, man. Like I remember when your man died, the one that had the dog, the big dog, that crushed you. That was your man.
You know that shit, bro.
Yeah, that was your man. He used to write you up north and all that. You know what I mean? Like the one that got killed in front. I think in the building, in front of the building.
Oh, Creek?
Nah, what's his name? Creek. The one that had the big pit. He had that big pit bull.
Talking about my right hand, oh, Creek.
Yeah, is that what you call him? Creek, dark skin guy. He had sued the out. He had the lawsuit thing.
That's my brother.
Yeah, that was deep, man. That was your man. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, somebody asked, do you know Mike Tyson? Yeah.
Which one?
The boxer.
Mike Tyson or?
Oh, there's another Mike Tyson?
Nah. Somebody named Ike that looked like Mike Tyson, but he was a gangster. He passed through.
Oh.
He passed.
Wow. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Don't know Mike Tyson.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't from Brownsville, you don't know.
You don't know. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I just like I remember the ABG days, man, and it's funny because that might have been one of the when it came to those that era of warfare in the streets. That y'all definitely outshine anything else that came behind that. You know what I'm saying? You're, like nothing compared to that.
I ain't screwing nothing. Nobody else, family, bro, or gang, whatever, bro. But ain't nobody like us, bro.
Yeah.
You know that shit.
Yeah, man. It was
1 year independently.
Yeah. Yep.
We still here.
Still here to this day.
You feel me?
But you're just at another level, you know what I'm saying? You're just doing it different, legally, you know what I'm saying? But
just getting money.
Just getting money, man. Hell yeah, just getting money, man. And
doing the family shit. Let's not forget that.
That's a fact.
And motherfuckers not dead in jail, bro.
That's a super fact, bro. That right there is a super fact. And I think because of our culture.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah, because a lot of times, man, we have this. You see how some people glorify the violence. It's not about glorifying the violence because that's what comes to the streets.
We ain't on that shit, Z.
Glorifying, yes, and like,
we ain't. I ain't on it.
Yeah, like, yo, I did this and I did that. Like, if you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? Am I right?
Yeah, you know.
If you don't know, then it's not meant for you to know because, like I said, the streets is economics. You know what I'm saying? It's an economics base. If you're not in the streets to get $1, then there's no need to be outside because if you're out there to play, why waste your life or catch 1,000 years because you just want to be outside? You know what I'm saying?
That's the only thing that's going to happen. If you ain't doing the right thing.
You ain't doing the right thing, man. You know what I'm saying? And I think because of that, that's why I say, like my man Crown Courts be saying, find some legal shit to do. Because every time you find, because some of us are too old for that illegal shit anyway, you know what I'm saying? And you know what? It's not impressive unless you're like Pablo Escobar, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't shoot nobody down that's still in the street, but there's gonna be a end result, man. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? One way or another, man. Unless you're just smart and in order to play under the radar. It's a deadly.
Stupid.
Yeah, it's a dirty game, man. Yo, I seen my first job today. I seen there was 6 young boys, the tightest jeans in the world with the big Diodoras on. You hear me? Yo, son, between 6 dudes, they came and got a cash back for $10. Now I'm like, what are y'all gonna do? What's 6 of y'all gonna do with $10? You know what I'm saying? You hear me?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, they got a cash back for $10. And they act like they had a master plan together. Yo, listen, give me 5 singles and a $5 bill. This is what I'm saying. Do you all want to play with boys like that?
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? This was outside. Young boys who's 6 of them. Whatever you want to do with that $10, it's gonna be something strange. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You know what I did with $10 when I was younger, bro?
Oh, that was like $1 million.
Fuck. Check that shit in the pocket.
Yeah. Hell yeah. These dudes, they just continue to put themselves in these weird situations. You know what I'm saying? Because I seen it today.
That's not for them though, bro.
Yeah, I'm like, that's what they, and you can't school them because.
And we gotta learn from their mistakes.
Yeah, like, whoa. I don't want, because for me to be an old guy and hang around that's only because I gotta be on some type of narcotic, bro. You hear me? Because for me to hang out with a bunch of young boys.
Bro, I'm not saying like the young boys that came up like behind me, like I raised them and that, I'm above them. But motherfuckers that look to me, that came under me, bro, they different. Like they grew up how we grew up. They was ahead of their time. Like you ain't have to teach them about principles and morals. Like even to this day. And and my hood, like these young boys, they so advanced that they solid.
Yeah.
They solid. And you have to teach them. I gotta teach them the game, bro. They know what's up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a fact, man.
They know Kato went to jail. They know Kato ain't. Well, leave it up to them. Not them personally, but the other people that I ain't even supposed to be here.
Yeah.
I ain't even supposed to be here.
Yo, you know what? That one was crazy. That one was crazy, man. But I'm gonna tell you something, man. When that happened, that was like, yo, it was like when Pop died, and the jail was talking about Tupac, the COs, and everybody just talked about it all day. Yo, you made out that shit. That time I was on the phone. You know, the world was like, yo, this guy must be Superman. So, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Yo, what up? I'm chilling. It was good. I'm in the cut right now. Yo, you made it out of that shit, bro. You know what I mean?
I speak a lot, bro.
What? You made it. Woo, you made it out of that. You made it out of that. You know what I'm saying? And
I'm still fighting.
yeah.
This shit real.
It's real, man. Yep. Yep.
As soon as you give up, it's over. I ain't never giving up.
That's a fact, man. That's a fact. That's a super fact. And I think it's just real. I think it's really real because this is when the only person who can validate you is yourself. People knew who you was. It was never go ask him who I am. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Hold on, Z.
Copy. Oh, copy, Harlem Double. We got you. Yeah. You know, definitely. We got you. Yeah, AZ the Rapper got you. You know, a lot of things happen in the game, and the game is the game. The game is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And we learn a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? We definitely learn a whole lot. You know, definitely shout to the, the Brownsville legend. You know what I'm saying? Definitely salute to the Brownsville legend. You know what I'm saying? You know, this interview, I told you, I'm all about restoring the feelings, man. And you see, I'm bringing.
Yo, Z.
What's good?
Yo, what they talking about? Stuff?
Oh, now you just dudes are just shouting you out, man. Like saying definitely Kato Sanders, man. They definitely feeling everything you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? They're definitely, because that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Marcus Garvey's in the building. A lot like you know what I'm saying? It's you because you got people like, oh wow, you know what I'm saying? From this is how, you know what I'm saying? That's in the conversation. You ain't glorifying the violence. You like, listen, man, this is, but
I never do that, bro.
Yeah.
I'm grown.
That's a fact. That and I think.
And I ain't living no fabrication.
Yeah.
You feel me? I ain't doing that. And I ain't here to be fucking fabricon either.
No, I'm saying. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm not.
But through it all, I gotta live my life and I gotta better myself, bro.
Hell yeah.
Other shit's corny.
Hell yeah, it definitely is, man. Hell yeah. Hold on 1 second.
But you still can't cook, nigga. You know what I mean, Z?
Yeah, hell yeah, I can.
I still can't cook, nigga. I know that.
You know I suck at that. You know what I'm saying? It's a dirty game. You had the summer sausage with the what's that? The banquet chicken. Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. That jail shit is savage because we were.
No lie, bro. When I talk about you, bro, the other people that really don't know.
Yeah.
You never really try to turn your back on your way of life and what you rap and what you mean.
Yeah.
But the game is so fucked up nowadays, bro.
He's trying to hang up them boots.
You ain't want it. Like, I don't want to be a part of no shit that's, you feel me?
Yeah.
I'm going against something that I stand for. Like, you told niggas straight up.
Yeah, you remember that?
Straight up.
Yeah.
Straight up, bro. I tell everybody that. I won't fuck with nobody say that.
Yeah. In the spot. You know what I'm saying? You in the spot.
Amongst gangsters, like,
hold
straight up, like, you feel me? Like, nah, I ain't with none of that shit. I ain't with none of that shit that you niggas is on.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
You feel me? Like,
we see where that was going. You know what I'm saying?
And that's it. Nigga, leave me alone. Get out my way.
Yeah. Yeah, man. We was good from there. You know what I'm saying? Because you see what happens. You got to see the one guy who thought he was somebody that you hurt his feelings. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You hurt his feelings gracefully. You know what I'm saying? But he'll be the type of guy that say he played 40 laws of power and send somebody and waste somebody's life. You know what I'm saying? Even though, yeah, we good, Van Glorious. You know what I'm saying? Even though.
Yo, there's not too many niggas in this world that did that.
Fair.
Come on, bro. And in the pen, blood really rule, bro.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with nobody say.
Yeah.
It's really nobody that's bigger than blood in the state. You know what I'm saying? Not the police. Not your big homie, they big homie.
Yeah.
Nobody. You feel me?
Yeah.
But when you stand tall and you willing to die for something that you believe in, and you feel me, and you going for a great cause,
yeah,
nobody can get in the way of that, and you did that.
Yeah, it wasn't getting away with that. I couldn't let that.
People got away with it. Niggas was getting shot on that walkway.
Yeah.
You feel me? Niggas was on the wall worldwide. But you're a friend of mine, I can truly say, like, what?
Yeah.
Every yard run by yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
I ain't jacking this, I ain't jacking that. It is what it is. Like,
yeah.
You feel me? Like,
because once you open that door, it's.
I know.
You can't close it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You got to blame yourself.
I know.
Do you know how good it felt to go to commissary and not have to go, let me split this shit between. You know what I'm saying? We ain't doing that.
You ain't got to take care of 1,000 niggas that ain't going to die for you.
Yeah, sir.
Because you ain't need nobody.
Yeah, we was chilling. That's why I was like, no.
We was straight. It was fully straight.
Yeah. And it's funny because we cooked on our own side. You know what I'm saying? We did our own thing. We was chilling though. And we fed the whole dorm. Yeah. Everybody ate. You know what I'm saying? Everybody did eat. Everybody ate. You want to play? You your man?
You was Latin.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, what you was? And we felt like feeding these niggas. We was feeding them.
But one thing that we give us our props.
These niggas,
yeah,
we gonna reach them tomorrow.
That's a fact.
We did that though.
Yeah, Swan Martin. Yeah, that's my man, June Body. That's my guy. That's the bro. Nice to be with him in Albany. You wanna know what's crazy? Is that this is crazy.
That was Smitty that was on your shit?
Yeah, Smitty. He said he know you.
Well, my Smitty?
Smitty from which ABG? Smitty?
That from Vanderbilt, right?
Yeah, that's him. Yep, that was him. Yep.
I'm trying to check in, man. Trying to get check in.
I got you. You might be looking at this shit right now, but I'm gonna definitely because we was just having a Kato conversation 2 days ago. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? I was like,
that's
yo,
man.
Man.
Brother.
Yeah. He was like, yo. I said, yo, my man. He said, I know Kato. That's family. And he was like, he's you know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, man, Kato.
You was born with him, right?
Nah, but he's up there now. But he's.
He been up there.
Oh, he been there, but I've been.
Nah, Now, actually, when you caught your beard,
yeah,
that's when he got stationed out there. So my understanding, but
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, Smitty, I talk to him like most every day. Yeah, I'm gonna send it when we go up the line. I'm gonna send you his line. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, send me his line.
I talk to him every day. He was like, "Yo, Ken," I said, "Yeah, it's supposed to." Like, "Oh, yo, Ken's my man." You know what I'm saying? And that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I was sipping it earlier. Feel me? I was sipping it earlier, and I'm like, "Who the fuck is this?"
Yes.
You feel me? And then I'm like, "Oh, that's Smitty, rap."
Yeah. Yeah, man. He told me, you know so funny, man? Remember, I'm from Harlem, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know about but Brooklyn was another animal when it came to that. So now I always like baffled me. How come when the Crip thing moved, it seemed like it just blew fast? Because it been here.
Yo, but you need to understand. You know what?
It been here.
I really wanted to build on that, bro. You gotta understand, bro. Playboy Gangsters was really in Harlem, bro. You forgot about that.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I'm not taking nothing away from my 90. You feel me?
Yeah.
But I be mindful that Chris was really in Harlem, bro, before Brooklyn to me.
Yeah, that's what I knew. It was on the ones I knew that was I remember was the ones that was off of like 119. Yeah, on the west side for 5 Avenue. That's the ones I knew about, like in the beginning.
Absolutely.
But because he was telling about the Brooklyn part, and I was like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? Like,
well, what about it?
He was saying how that was just how it just spread, and it was like spreading, and I was just like, yo, that's some shit. You know what I'm saying? Because who was going to Flatbush? You know what I'm saying? Who was going to the 90s? You know what I'm saying?
In the 90s?
Like somebody like you know I'm talking about like the night that area, the 90s and all that. Like if you was going,
everybody had it, bro.
It was whew.
Biz had it.
Boom, that's what he said. He was saying, yeah, that's what he said.
Them niggas had it, and they still got it.
You know what I'm saying? That's you go on all that.
Yeah.
So after that's crazy because doing that's whew, shout out to Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying?
No. Look, you gotta be mindful. Creed, at one point in time, bro, Creed was the only person that was under ABG at one point in time.
Oh, got you.
Feel me? But you gotta also understand that ABG was the first independent street family that had Bloods under it.
Yeah.
You feel me? My set was the first set that ever had Bloods and Crips under one umbrella.
Yep, ABG, yep.
First is undeniable. What's up, bro? All right, come on. You want me to take my car? No, you go have to drive. All right. You don't want to drive? I'll drive, bro. I'm good, bro. I'll drive. Just make sure y'all hold me down. You know what I'm saying, bro. I don't know what you're saying. Yeah, called you. Yeah, I got it. So you need to be eyes, though. Turn here, turn here. I keep it, nigga. No, I need you to tell me to turn here. Yo, Z. Anyway, yo, Z.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell them to keep pushing the culture forward.
That's it. I'm pushing it. We gotta do this again. We gotta do it again. We have to do this again. What day is it? Sunday? That'd be perfect. You know what I mean?
Any day for you, my brother.
I got you. Maybe tomorrow.
My brother, for real, nigga.
Yeah.
We get a lot of good gangsters all out. Nah, we don't need no other gangsters. We ain't worrying about no gangsters.
Yeah, we here in the building, man. We definitely in the building. You know what I'm saying? We definitely here, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate your calling, man. And we're gonna do this again. We're gonna do this again, the part 2. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? We gonna go. This can lead to the documentary. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I'm gonna try to link you with my man Info Minds, because Info Minds, he does good visuals with videos and it's dope. And I think if we did like the ABG or the Kato on his platform as well, it'd be dope. So I'm gonna link. You know, funny, he's in Georgia too. So I'm gonna try to link y'all too. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so I'm the next one.
Yeah. So I'm gonna give Smitty your number. I'm gonna have Son holler at you, my man Info Minds. So we on this. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna show the world. We're gonna give y'all what y'all want, the real shit. ABG. Y'all get the ABG store. Y'all read the newspapers in the 90s in New York. Exactly. We gonna give it right to y'all. You know what I'm saying? This is exactly. So y'all be careful out there, cause I need y'all to focus on the road. I'm gonna hit you tomorrow, you heard?
All right, bro.
All right, one. Yeah, that was the bro Killa Kato. That was the bro Killa. You know what I'm saying? Madrin.
Yo, hey.
What's
up, man?
I'm trying to get to the destination, man. Definitely, man. That was the fam Kato, man.
Right.
From Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying? Brownsville, ABG. That was the movement they was going at it with, you know, the crime family and the folks. Before the Wound Choo and HoodStars and you know what I'm saying? In the 90s, early 2000s. Now,
okay, cool.
Now let's take it back. Let's take it back to the streets. Let's take it back uptown. You know what I'm saying? Now you're from the Valley because I hear you clearly. You're from the Valley. You had a couple of stores. You know what I'm saying? You knew Wolf. It's funny because growing up, you know, the West Indians. One thing I never really paid mind to, but I should have, was that a lot of things y'all did dealt with politics in Jamaica. Like when it came to like some people was paying politicians to get in certain positions. And a lot of people over here, some people was getting laid out because of the politics of the government. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, yeah. You know, they paying each other, paying black man to kill the black man, you know, giving them guns and,
it's crazy,
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm not into the politics thing, you know. I'm not into politics. I can't be in no politics because I can't let a man give me nothing to go do another brother something where just because he want to get in position, you know, to control the money, you know.
Yes, sir.
Crazy, man. I never did that, you know. My friends and them was politicians. Where I come from, a lot of them is politicians and stuff like that, you know. A place named Dunkirk in Jamaica. You know.
Now, I remember you said that you have a son that raps, and we're gonna be pushing him on the platform.
Man, Puerto Rich.
Yes. Yeah. This Puerto Rich, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna push him over here. And also, I'm gonna try to link him up with my man that got he's on the internet radio station that's okay. We interview him and play some of his tracks, you know what I'm saying? They have a good following.
Yeah, that'd be a blessing. You know, that'd be a blessing.
Because it's all about networking, bro. It's all about networking for the people to win. Because that's how it was when we grew up. It was all about the win. It wasn't about, I can't do this because you know what I'm saying? I gotta learn you something, right? My friend one of my friends got very rich. Now we thought he was crazy because he used to do a lot of favors for a certain person. But 10 years down the line, it worked out for him. You know what I'm saying? So I learned that sometimes you gotta help good people that want to do the right thing. If you have a link to something, link them. It's exactly free, you know what I'm saying?
I know black people don't like to help each other, you know. I don't know why. They always keep down each other, you know. If they have a link, they ain't gonna give you because they didn't want you to move up. Yeah. You know? They think you're gonna leave them down there, and it's not that. If you help your brother, and maybe that brother is the brother gonna come back and help you up. Yeah. You know, but if you don't help, if nobody is doing nothing, nobody can help nobody. So if you see somebody trying and you have a link that you could help them with, that you're not into that career or whatever, and a day in it, you know, open the door for them.
Open the door, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because them same guys gonna come back and maybe buy you a house, my nigga. You know what I mean? Yeah, you never know, because you know that's how I think, though. You know, I don't never. I raised a lot of kids, man. I raised like about 30 kids, 40 kids, man, in my neighborhood. They live in my house, in my basement and shit. You know what I mean? And all of them is big now, and all of them is only one of them died, man. One of them died. Out of all those 30 to 40 kids, only one of them died, and one of them told me the other day, yo, Jimmy, man, you taught me to be a man. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be the man I am right now, you know?
Yeah.
And I felt that shit, man. I was like, oh, shit. You remember, you know, because there's a lot of sacrifice that I did for them, you know? I let them have my basement, and from they like in first, second, third grade, fourth grade, all the way up. You know, but my son was doing rapping.
Yeah.
But they wasn't into rapping. You know, they live down the block from me in the projects, Bronx there, you know. And they come to my house and it's like they live there, bro. And my wife, she be barbecuing and feeding the whole neighborhood. You know, I sued for them. They locked them up in my basement before, and they said somebody said they robbed them and shit. And when the case over, I sued for them, like all 10 of them, including my son, and they all got $25,000. They never seen that much money in their life, you know. But I did it for them, you know. I let them live. So right now, when they see me, they run and be like, yo, it's like I could feel the love, you know what I mean? Like I did something right. Everybody in my neighborhood, I don't cut you. Everybody in my neighborhood used to say, "What? Why you mashing up the neighborhood by having all these kids in your house?" Like, nah, man. Take a village to raise a child. I'm just putting in my part because I remember when I had nowhere to live. When I was little, I was sleeping in trap houses and all that, you know.
Hell yeah. That's funny, man. I'll be right back. But talk to the chat. It's funny you said that, man, because when you go out of town, when I went out of town, it sounds crazy, right? Hold on one second.
Yeah, man, sleeping in the trap houses, and your mom kick you out, and then you gotta go downstairs, go sell some bag weeds, and then it's too much people down there that's older than you, cause you like maybe 14, 15. That's my time I started. And all of the older guys, they had all the customers. So nobody would come to you and shit. So, I had to go out there early in the morning or late in the night. And then that's when the stick up kids come. And they stick you up, cause you out there by yourself and shit. Yeah, then after a while, kind of got tired of that shit, man. I just started doing jokes, everywhere and where. I have some set of kids that I raised that was hanging out with me at that time. One of them name is Kool-Aid. He's from Soundview. He grew up with me.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was telling about how I grew up on Hoe Avenue, and I have a friend named Kool-Aid. He kind of runs over Soundview now, Soundview Project.
Yeah,
he's a elder guy, our age, but he's a little younger than me and shit.
Wow.
But I was telling them after a while we have to start doing pickups and shit because anybody come on the block that's selling pounds of weed, we used to take that shit, and start robbing anything, supermarkets, I prayed on number shots, man. I prayed on number shots. Them niggas put out a hit on me and shit.
Wow.
Yeah, in the Bronx, I used to take all they shit, man, everywhere.
Hell yeah. It was crazy out there, man. Yo.
How I got my first toolie was this guy came on my block and he came with another guy because they was in some kind of beef with some of my OG friends, them, you know. So one of them went upstairs to talk peace with them, with my friends, and so this other guy now, he's a OG too. He's a gangster guy. He think he bad. So he calling me. He was like, "Yo, Jimmy, come here."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Nah, come to me, man." He was like, "Come here. I gotta say something." I was like, "Yo, this nigga wanna do me something."
Yeah.
So I walked over there. I put my hand in my coat pocket, and when I reach near the car, I stick him up with my finger in my coat pocket, and put my other hand through the window of the door. His hands was on the passenger seat, on the pants. I held it. There was a gun under there. So I just took his gun and stick him up with his gun because I had my finger. I didn't have that's the first time I get a gun.
Yes.
You know, stuck a nigga, one of them bad Jamaican niggas up, man. Took his shit. Told him to come out of the car with his own gun now. And that nigga wouldn't come out of the car. That nigga drove off. And the pants that was covering the gun, I clicked it 2 times at him, but the pants went between bullet and the hammer, and it hit 2 times.
Yeah.
So I went upstairs. I showed his friend. I was like, "Yo, give your friend these 2 bullets, yo. Tell him he lucky. This is what he meant." You know, I kept, you know, that's my first dog. You know, first 2 I had. Yeah. Sometime one of my friends, I didn't even mean to do this. One of my friends came on the block with like 10 pounds of weed. You know, he said he's selling it to somebody, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Me and him was like same age and shit at the time. So we was about maybe 16, 17, around that age.
Yeah.
So he was like, nigga said him with the weed. I was like, "Yo, come, I like it. I'm gonna buy it from you." So we went in the building, and I stuck him up in I took it and shit. I was like, "Yo, tell that nigga you got jam, man. Fuck that nigga. We hungry down here. Anything come on this block, we taking it." That's when I stopped selling bag weed, you know, nickel bags and stuff.
Yes.
I just started doing bare work, man. Everywhere. You know.
It's crazy.
So I have a name for that and a tribalist. They say I'm a tribalist because they say I love war.
Yeah.
Yeah, one day me and a girl, right?
Yeah.
Was going to Baltimore and I gave her like something to carry for me. So she was carrying it, you know, lady.
Yeah.
She was carrying it and shit. And when we reached B-More in the hotel room, right? She went in the bathroom. And I looked in her bag. You know what she had in it?
What's that?
She had a tool in there, yo. You know? So I said to her, "Yo, you ride with me all on the train, all that this way, and you have something like this and you ain't tell me?" She was like, "Yo, I don't leave." She said, "I don't leave home without it." Because there was this guy back in the days, she said, every time he come around, he shoot up the place, and he always shoot me. He said every time he come around, he shoot me here. He come around, he shoot me here. He shoot me there. That girl showed me like 5 shots she got from the guy that used to come around and shoot up the place. I didn't know who that guy it was, right? But she ain't know it was me, but it was. I just laughed to myself. I was like, "Oh shit!" I was like, "Why you always in the crowd with them niggas then?" You know what I mean? He said, "I hang with them niggas, and all the time when that nigga come around, that nigga, I get hit." That was a long time ago, though. You know,
That's a
we don't play
fact.
with people, man. Even in daylight, we go get niggas, man. Cause you know, I learned one thing. When the Jamaican people, niggas, they very vicious, right?
Yes. You know what I'm saying?
And
Yes.
you have to make them fear you and leave you alone. If they don't fear you, they gonna come kill you.
That's a fact.
So,
That's a fact.
so dumb niggas, you have to let them fear you. Like, yo, I ain't going on that block. That nigga on that block. If we go down there to try to do him nothing, we might die. You know.
Yeah.
You know. So that's how I had to do. And then I walk by myself. So nobody say I walk with like this nigga is my power, you know.
Yeah, facts.
I do everything. I have my own. I self defend myself by myself and all that. So that's how I got that kind of rep, you know. People leave me alone. I think that's why I reached this age. I'm 60. I'm 62 now.
Yeah, it's a fact.
You know.
And you know what's crazy? Because I know going uptown sometimes, we had like Edgecombe and stuff. We had groups like the Spranglers, not the
Spanglers.
Yeah, and
Spanglers. They was on Edgecombe.
And
149.
Because Copeland's was over there by 145th, right? Copeland's, am I right? That restaurant was over there somewhere. Copeland's, was it Copeland's or something that was over there? Soul food joint, I think. Don't quote me. And then you had the Shower Posse, which everybody, the world knows. It was funny. It was crazy because growing up on the east side, I grew up with more like Puerto Ricans, you know what I'm saying? Where you had to go to the west side, you began to see the traits of like Jamaican, West Indian neighborhoods. Definitely Edgecombe, like, you know, blocks like that. Like it was like Sugar Hill, Amsterdam Avenue, 145th,
right.
and all that. You know what I'm saying?
In the Bronx,
in the Bronx, y'all had a great migration in the Bronx. It looked like uptown, because when I moved
uptown, that's uptown.
The corner, on the corner of Copeland's. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I moved to the Bronx, it was a lot of Jamaicans. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Edison Avenue, side blocks. And I was like, yo, this is deep. This is where the Jamaicans been at. White Plains Road, Parkside Projects. Now, I'm going to say it was crazy. There were some guys who used to come to Albany called Young Soul. And it was a guy named Ronnie Bob and his brother. I forgot Driver, but Driver, rest in peace. Driver passed away in the party. But they bought that.
I think I know Ronnie Bob.
You know Ronnie Bob?
I think so. Yeah, I think I know him.
Yeah. They was doing the DJ thing, man, heavy in Albany, New York. But there was some like those projects over there.
Okay. Right.
And they was doing their thing with the music stuff, but I never knew really about that side until my niece used to live over there by like, and I was like, oh, ooh, this is Jamaica right here. You know what I'm saying? But it's dope to see the culture. It's just that gang. I think the gang stuff sort of took away from the culture.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
You know, because you see in Jamaica, even the old lady, she think she moved like a gangster.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy.
Everybody, man. The father, the grandfather, everybody's gangster, yo. Yeah. That's their culture, man. That's what they love.
Yeah. It's funny because when I was in jail, the Black Lions was like it was a strong Jamaican movement. I remember one time,
movement, right?
I remember one time, right? They was having Jamaican services. And, I went in the wrong door. I was supposed to go someplace. I think they sent me to go somewhere, and I opened the wrong door. They looked at me like I was crazy, like no. I said, hold on, I'm gonna open the wrong door. They were like, yo, what's up? Because services, you know what I'm saying? It was on a what? Because I had opened the door. I was in the max 5 points, man. And ever since then, they was cool with me, like a lot of them. They was like crazy, you know what I'm saying? Because when I opened the door, everything just got quiet. You know what I'm saying? You're like,
yeah.
Oh, we about to go to war. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? Because they thought I was Jamaican. Like, oh, he must be one of us. And I was like, nah. I think I opened the wrong door. They was like, huh?
Exactly. They understand that.
Get him out of here, blood.
Yeah.
Because I was in horticulture. I don't know why I was in horticulture. And he was in horticulture with me. And he definitely was educating me about, the culture. Because, Jamaicans always have their own personal, I don't know. But I'm not.
Yeah, that's true. They have their own language. They have their own their own
thing,
food.
I remember when my man Fossey, I call him Fossey Flakes now, but it's my man Fossey. He was the Jamaican of the year. We used to call him the Jamaican of the year.
Oh yeah.
But then his man, he was cool. Because Fossey was a happy Jamaican. He was cool with everybody. Blood, Swift, Nietas. He was an all-American. One of the best Jamaicans I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
But his man came. And his man was a little anti-American. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? So he would always get mad at him for being cool with everybody. Like, yo, wait, you know what I'm saying? So, but his man, I give his man credit. His man, I forgot his son's name. He got deported, but he was ill because he weighed like 30 pounds, but he must know how to fight. He was cursing everybody out. Like, what are you talking about, man? Get out of here, man. And he had a fight one time. He had a fight. And I think he got mad at Fossey because Fossey didn't, I guess, help him out. Whatever. And it was just like, the Jamaican race war. He called him a certain thing from his side. And then, because they was more into the vibes, cartel, gully side, and other side. That's the generation.
Yeah, gully and Gaza.
And that's crazy because in your generation, what was it? Your generation? The sprinklers and shower posse. You know what I'm saying? Like every generation has this. Now your generation is probably more politics, like the government. Probably more that, right?
Yeah, but they have people from Dunkirk. They have people from South. They have people from Rockfort.
Gotcha.
They have typically go around.
Yeah.
It's a lot of it was always a group of people that they call themselves a community.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
And they defend the community.
You see that though. I know when you get a lot of Jamaican family, y'all definitely, when it comes to your family, y'all definitely are like big on that. Like I should see them certain Jamaicans send the bells. They take care of these people in that country. The ones that come here that actually get jobs, they really be taking care of like 4 or 5 brothers, a cousin. They really be sending them barrels, man. And
send back that money in that barrel.
Yeah. Because they breaking down the whole Western Union thing to me. I don't know. They're like, yo, $500 is this much money there, and $400 is this much money there, but certain foods they may not get a certain time of year, so that's why in the barrels they'll put the foods that don't be there on the regular, like probably like certain rices, certain things that the
flour,
that has
canned
food,
corned beef, beans, things that could serve stay long,
Because I was like,
the barrel.
But it shows some type of unity. So I think even when it comes to even with the hip hop thing with Kool Herc, that was a West Indian vibe. Then
Cat LaRock was Jamaican too,
Oh wow, I never knew that. Wow.
And Slick Rick is Jamaican.
Wow, never knew that.
Yeah, Slick Rick was Jamaican.
Who?
Slick Rick.
Oh, Slick Rick. Now, yeah, I knew that was. Yeah, I knew he was. Yeah, but it's funny because he had a England accent. What I'm saying? But
you see, he born in England. He told me one time that a glass window broke and a splinter from the glass in England went into his eye, his pupil, and that's what blinded him in one eye. Now, me and him was in Bronx South, but like he was there before they send him to downtown Manhattan to that star where they keep them star people.
Yeah.
So he was there with me and shit for like about a couple of months in Bronx South.
Yeah.
So when he first came, he came in with a broken leg because he was racing. He was in a shootout with some people, and cops was chasing him, and he crashed and broke his leg and came in. His girl broke her leg too. She was in the hospital, so he came in with cast and crutches. So when I came, because I work on the floor that he was at, I was suicide watch,
Yeah.
So when I came in the morning, the kids and the Spanish kids and was like, yo, that nigga Flick Rick in here, we gonna take out his teeth because he got diamond in his teeth.
Yeah.
They was like, yo, we gonna take out his teeth, So I was like, nah, man, y'all ain't gonna take out no fucking teeth in this motherfucker. I was like, nah, y'all can't do that. Leave him alone,
Yeah,
and I went around there, and me and him talk and stuff. And he the one that told me that Soul Train. He told me that Soul Train is lip singing. He told me Soul Train is lip. I didn't know that. And then sometimes I used to get his food for him because he have one foot. I got his food, his lunch for him and stuff. One day I was in the day room and I don't know, he was on the phone. And I heard some noise. When I went around there, this guy trying to take the phone from him. And that man was on one foot battling with the nigga, yo. I was like, yo, this nigga a real soldier, yo. I was like, this nigga got one foot. And he was like, he wasn't giving up the phone. He was throwing blows and everything. I had to go stop that shit.
Wow.
I was like, yo, fuck, leave the man alone, man.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. He told me, one time he told me, yo, I called home and my cousin told me not to fuck with you. You too dangerous. I was like, don't believe them, man. That's why they always say, don't believe them. It's not true.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hold on one second. If anybody would like to join the chat, the link is in the building. StreamYard's in the building. If y'all want to jump in this, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like
this guy asked me when I joined Young Spade. I joined Young Spade 1972.
Wow.
73.
I was born in 73.
Me and my cousin, his name is Paul. They killed him. Somebody killed him. I don't know who killed him. Me and him was Young Spades, but he was with some guys, and he got messing up. He was 13. I was 13,
Yes.
So we couldn't find him. And, so I was like, yo, but last time I saw him, he was with some of the Young Spades and them, And I was like, yo, y'all ain't see my cousin, man? They was like, yo, he went over by Castle Hill to check some girl. He went on, then they said he went on the con. Then me, I'm walking up and down because it was on the news. It was on the news. It had flyers and everything. We had flyers given out because he's missing person, He used to go to junior high school with me, 125. So I'm walking around asking people. They sending me all over the Bronx, bro. And, I couldn't take it no more. And then, it's getting to me. Then my grandmother was like, yo, I'm sending you to Jamaica a little so you could chill out. So they sent me to a boarding school in Jamaica.
Wow.
So one day, this is 8 months after he died.
Wow.
I didn't know he was dead. 8 months after he was missing. So one day I was on the football field, and this guy had a Jamaican newspaper, right?
Yes.
So I said, let me see it. When I look on the newspaper, I see my cousin's face, and the title says, American teenager killed Jamaican teenager. You know?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, they found him. You know where he was at all the time? In the basement where they lived, and he lived in the boiler. They put him in the they was playing with a gun, and he got shot and in his chest, and they got scared. They didn't call an ambulance for him. They put him in a boiler and locked it, an old boiler. So how they found him now is when the people that own the building sent somebody to clean the boiler, and they wasn't there. So the guy went in and opened up the old boiler, clean it, and then he found my cousin in there. He was 13. From that, bro, I was like, yo, nobody ain't doing me like what they doing my fucking cousin, man. I was like, yo, fuck it, you know? Yeah. I'm going out hard.
Yes. Now, was the young Spades,
nobody no
were
chance.
they a part of the Black Spades, or that was two different
things? That's part of the Black Spades, but it was just juveniles.
Oh.
I also was a young skull. Savage Skull. You're the Savage Skulls, right?
Yeah, I heard of them, yes.
Yeah, I used to be a young skull when over by Jessup and Featherbed Lane. They used to be over there, Featherbed Lane and stuff, because I used to live over there.
Oh,
so I was young skull first, and I moved from over there. My mom shipped me to my grandmother's house in Hunts Point, and then we meet up on the Black Spades over there, and Young Spades, and that's how this guy named Carmelo used to run it, you know.
So basically, so because I know from the Black Spades, basically Zulu Nation was like a cast off of that, right? It was something. Like a new kick from that.
They evolved. They evolved. It was like a movement, you know, for youth that, you know, you feel like you belong.
Yes.
You know, you feel like you belong, and you know nobody can, you know, bother you. You know, you and the baddest niggas them as friends. You know, and they protect you. You know, the leaders them, the guy them that really lead it. You know.
Yeah.
And they check you. That's how it was, you know, for me.
Because you know what, thinking about it now, and what you're saying is so deep, because I remember when I first moved to Manhattan, and this had to be 1978, 79. The street movement of hip hop was Zulu Nation. Breakdancing was big.
Exactly.
Was big. But the movement that was spreading throughout the city was Zulu, different chapters, and there was a couple of chapters on the east side, and like I can honestly say that hip hop was created in the Bronx, right?
It was.
We say the major portions of hip hop was created in the Bronx, as in.
Yeah, it was.
And who'd have thought that something, ideas that y'all had for the new generation of youth, which was my generation.
Exactly.
Who would have thought that
would spread like wildfire?
$1 trillion industry worldwide.
Exactly. After we used to just be behind them schools, you know, running the wire from the light pole.
From the light pole, yep.
and just banging out, you know, those parts. We ain't know it would have been this big, you know.
Yeah.
I remember my first hip hop backyard school party, yo. Over by 180th Street.
And this is really before the rapper. This is really the music, the break beats, the disco,
the
soul, even some Jamaican music, some reggae, all in one. Like it was a hip hop party. It was not even organized. Like you would hear good times, and you might be dancing to Donna Summers. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah. It was fun, man. So my American friends always used to carry me to my friend Kool-Aid. I just mentioned him before. He the one, and he had a cousin named Stanley. They used to carry me to all the hip hop parties and shit. Stanley was a stick up kid. You know, he used to try to follow me. You know, so they had their own little crew. They was sticking up everywhere, gas station, all that. You know,
Bronx thing.
some
Things he was doing in the Bronx. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
some young niggas too. And then when I was 17, I did a jukes and bought a car.
Yes.
You know,
What
so
kind of car was that? What kind of car was that? What kind of car?
It was a Mercury Montego.
See, you don't see those no more. You know what I'm saying? You know?
It was like a Mercury Cougar, but it was like you know, back then it was nice. You know, you know, I bought that my first car. So those kids now, like Kool-Aid and other kids,
keep talking.
They like my car and shit. And other kid named Stanley now, he's a stick up kid. He always want to get a car like me. He want to do more stick up so he could buy a car. So one day these guys say they coming on the block to buy something from somebody on the block. You know they had a lot of money. So I told my friend Stanley, I was like, don't do nothing unless I'm here. I'm going uptown to go buy some food, and your brother gonna come with me, Peanut. And we gonna go buy some yard food and come back. When I come back, you know, me and you, we all work together. But by the time I come back, the whole block was blocked off. And girls them run and tell us that Stanley died. Stanley died. I was like, what do you mean Stanley died? They said the guys them came and he brought him and this other nigga brought them in a abandoned building, abandoned apartment. The building was the apartment was abandoned. And when the guys them went in first, in front of them, they took out their guns because it was kind of dark. So by the time Stanley them to take out their guns to try to stick them up, they already had their guns in their hands, and they killed my man. Young kid, you know, one of my little soldiers, you know, my good friend.
Yeah.
You know, I was so tight. And his mom started hating all Jamaicans now and shit. But she ain't hate me because I was with his brother.
Yes.
So she know I ain't had nothing to do with it. And if I was there, that nigga it wouldn't have died.
Mm-hmm.
You know, cause when shots start lit, the kid that he went with, when the guys them start firing shots on them, the kid ran and left my man Stanley to die. You know, so.
Crazy.
You know, and I was telling them, don't do nothing, you know, till I come. But he got the guys them coming. He wanted to take that shit.
Yes.
You know, but
you know what? Because it's so weird. Because I was talking to somebody today, right? And I said about the culture of hip hop, right? And I said when I was younger, and I was of knowledge of the movement, you had a lot of people that was in the industry that was pushing the movement in hip hop subliminally, right? And a lot of people not give credit for this, but Michael Jackson spearheaded the movement in hip hop on his second album. When he did that moonwalk across that dance floor, everybody started implementing hip hop in a lot of these videos after that. You know what I'm saying? You hear me?
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. I heard that before.
You know what I'm saying?
He helped the movement.
He helped our movement. It's just that we didn't control our movement the way we should have. But when he did that moonwalk across the dance floor, yo, Lionel Richie, that song All Night Long. Remember, he had the two guys breakdancing. Blondie with Fab Five Freddy. Then Blondie,
right.
When she brought out the first rap group to ever rap on national TV was the Funky 4+1. Shy Rock is the first female rapper to ever rap on national TV. Saturday Night Live. We're talking about when Saturday Night Live had Eddie Murphy and it was number one.
I remember. Mm-hmm.
The Jamaicans was pushing the culture in the street as well because Jamaicans were to the bread. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
They was pushing the sounds. They had the parties. They had the speakers. They had the connections. They had the clubs. So this hip hop thing that all because they want to find a way. Y'all want to find a way for my generation to not kill each other. And y'all came up with these ideas, dancing, parties. Maybe instead of stabbing each other, you're gonna have dance contests. And we just started getting into the graffiti and shout out to all the people out there. You know what I'm saying? Definitely the crew I grew up around, PT 131 or TWB or High Post or TDO. You know what I'm saying? 357. That's on my way. All this was hip hop. Because everybody didn't break dance. I'm pretty sure AJ, you had the AJ Lesters with the British Walkers. All this was hip hop culture. You know
Right.
And when you had that car was like a Bentley, believe me. Because everybody didn't have cars, bro.
Nah, nobody had a car at the time, you know?
Everybody didn't have cars.
Yeah.
Now, you from uptown. Ain't Chuck Chill Out from around where you from? Chuck Chill Out and Flex?
Yeah, Flex come from up there. Funk Flex come from up there. You know, Funk. I'm not sure about Funk Chill Out, but
Chuck Chill Out?
I know Flex. Yeah, I know Flex. He's Jamaican, you know. He come from up there.
No wonder Flex actually had, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He uses his mind sometimes.
Yeah, that nigga Jamaican, man, but he don't spread it that much.
He don't
he
spread
is
that much the culture, man.
a lot of rappers and stuff. They Jamaicans, but they keep it to themselves. You ever heard of Shinehead? You ever heard of Shinehead?
It's crazy. You're right though.
You ever heard of Shinehead?
It's crazy. They keep.
You ever heard of the rapper Shinehead?
Shine.
Shinehead.
Shinehead, yeah.
Him, he's a rapper. He rap Jamaican and he rap American. Shinehead. He was back in the days, the 80s. He was hot. Had his record on the radio. I'm the one that gave him the mic first.
Wow.
In the Valley.
Wow.
Yeah, in the Valley.
OG
he
Julie, you know what I'm saying?
He was like, yo, I can't rap Jamaican and American. And I was like, yeah, you can. Just do it. Just mix them up. Jamaican American. And he went on the stage in the Valley and did that shit. Mm-hmm. From that nigga bust.
Yeah.
Up to now, me and him cool. He'll tell you. You know, the name is Shinehead. A lot of people don't remember him. He had a bald head.
He's from 176 in Davidson, 1989. I guess the record came out or something.
I think so. But he was up. I met him uptown.
Oh,
you know.
Uptown.
But he blew up. He blew up. You know. But he always showed me homage. Anytime he see me, he showed me love because he know I'm the one that put the mic in his hand. You know.
See, that's dope, man. It's crazy when you mention Slick Rick. Like, I remember when I first heard Slick Rick, it was with Dougie Fresh. Then when Slick made that album was like, woo! That album was ahead of its time. Hey Young World, Mona Lisa, Indian Story. Just, you know what I'm saying? He just was
telling the stories. Yeah. He's a good storyteller.
He on lock, man. So see, the Jamaicans have a lot to do with the culture. That played a lot of parts of hip hop. And the reason why I say hip hop, right? So some people may go there. Why I say hip hop for? Because a lot of the portion of the drug era that we all know about, hip hop played a part as in with the streets. Because in cars, we would play hip hop music. People would put hip hop music in cabs, in cars. You know, we have video music box. In our market, then you had the box, you had the TV. And you played a large part to this from the Bronx. Like, think about your generation put together an idea that Bambaataa was able to recreate through Zulu Nation.
Exactly.
And help create $1 trillion music industry that started at the worst time in New York City. I mean, you was there for the blackout. I was a baby. But I'm pretty sure
I was in a movie theater.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
I was in a movie theater by 174 and Southern Boulevard.
Mm-hmm.
The movie theater right there. And I was watching a film called Saturday Blackout.
Wow.
So I was watching a film called Saturday Blackout. The whole theater just went black, yo.
Black.
Everybody was like, what's going on? What's going on?
Mm-hmm.
So when we was coming out of the theater, they was giving us tickets. Say, yo,
wow.
Here's tickets so you could come back, you know?
Yes.
So when we came outside, everything was dark. Everything was dark. The train station was dark. The street lights was dark. Everything was dark. Then I'm gonna tell you something. It's the first time I see black people have so much clothes and food and food. That's the first time in my life. So they had an Army and Navy store. They had an Army and Navy store right on the corner of Southern Boulevard 174. That night they broke down that shit. Took out all the jeans, all the stuff, They tried to get to the jewelry store, but the nigga was there with a shotgun, standing up. Nobody couldn't get to his store, but all the other stores, the supermarkets, was tore down. I seen people, some of them empty apartments. They used to store the food in there. When you go in there, the whole room full of food. Every room full of food and clothes. And then you see them on the street. See guys that couldn't change their sneakers and couldn't change their pants every day.
Yeah.
They're the cleaners. They changing their clothes every day. I was like, this shit is a blessing for black people, man. People went into the electronic stores, got TVs, who had, got new TVs, radio. It was all freeness, man. Everything was freeness. Salute. That was a blessed day.
Salute. See, black. Yo, Stack, what up, baby?
Yo, what's up,
what's going on, man? Salute. I love the dialogue too, man. Hip hop to Jesus come back, yeah? Word up.
Yeah, man.
Word up.
We talking about the blackout. I think it was 77 blackout.
I was a little baby probably, you heard? What year is this? What year
I think 77. I think it was 77.
I wasn't even born yet. I got 2 more years, son, you heard?
Oh yeah.
Close.
Yo, that was fun, man. Black people had everything. That's the first time I see black people with everything. Enough food, enough clothes, everything. It lasted for like a day and a half. Then they hurry up and fix that fucking light. And niggas was tearing down the place, yo. Everywhere you go, niggas have carts with big shit. Like, yo, it was a dream. It was like a dream come true.
Yo, Stack, you don't even look old enough for that, bro. For real. I'll keep it that. Right? You don't even look old enough, son.
I'm 62, man.
Stop, man. That black don't crack. For real, Stack. You heard? That black don't crack. That's living proof. That's living proof, man. For real.
I'm 62, man.
Wow.
Let's try to live.
Stop playing, man.
Let's try to live,
Yo, T, he got the fountain of youth in his garage somewhere, son. You know? He's stashing the fountain of youth.
Like this, yo.
It's just the power of the Most High,
Straight up, B. Wow. God bless you, man.
Yeah, because I was having a conversation with my man, DJ Demo from the East Side. We talk about back in the days in the clubs we went to. Some of the clubs, you had like 4 major DJs that was Puerto Rican. Louis Vega, like 4 others, right? The funny part about it was these guys would play freestyle and house all night and one hip hop song. Now, if you ever went to a party where they play freestyle and house music all night, after a while it becomes noise. But you have a group. This group of people that had the tails on their head, the super baggy jeans, these became the future killers in New York. A lot of these Puerto Ricans. They was a different brand of Puerto Ricans. These Puerto Ricans, they was the Puerto Ricans. They didn't want, didn't want to talk no English. Yo, these dudes became famous, man. A lot of these dudes got rich in the street and bought big mansions in Puerto Rico. But those,
right.
They was the freestyle. They like. We wanted to be like them. Like, they had all the girls. Just like, yo.
You talking about my pops and them, son? You heard?
Yeah. Throwing them. They like
Pito,
Raul and all of them.
Pito.
They
yeah, man,
Raul
for real.
You know what I'm saying? You hear me? And that's what I'm saying. Jesus is all culture. All different generations, and it's all culture. We all come from the same struggle. I'm pretty sure. Listen, he from Jamaica. When we was drinking sugar water, just imagine what he was going through coming from Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? Because I know my brother was like, they Bahamas. She came here to America in 1930. Just imagine what the Bahamas was like in 1930. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, rough.
You know what I'm saying? So
I'm still like, wow, man, looking at the brother though, man. Say he's 62. I don't know if you know how to count a son stack, yeah, but you don't look no 62. Well, man, I just wanted to shout you out, man, before the phone died. I was listening, you heard? But I just wanted to shout you out before the phone died. Yo, Zeke, man, God bless you, big bro. You heard?
Respect,
for real, man. And yo, Stat, man, God bless you, man. For real.
God bless you too, man.
Send me a bottle with that water, B, for real, man. I need that, yeah. I ain't understand, man. God bless y'all, for real, for real.
One love
all the time, man. Word.
You already know.
That's what the culture was about. It was about each one teach one, unity. We all have a story. Everybody has a story. And you know what's so funny? You kicked it. You was like, yo, my little son, he wants to rap, boom. I just want to tell my story, you know what I'm saying? And I just tell my story. So now you understand, Dad, he's really from the old school. He's just like us. You know what I'm saying? Grew up in hip-hop. Because that's the generation, we grew up in this hip-hop generation, you know what I'm saying? And Puma's, the struggle, and all
graffiti,
that.
writing graffiti on the train.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they paved the way for a culture. And then I think in the 90s, like mid-90s, the culture changed to something different. And the streets changed. And the streets became more angry and more violent.
That's true.
And that's where we at now. We're all trying to figure out how did this happen? Because I don't think these kids that's killing each other was as poor as us. You know what I'm saying? You hear me?
No, I don't think so either.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think so.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what happened, man. Because I was in jail in 90, and I remember this little young kid, I think about 16 or something, or 7, young kid. I'm like, yo, what you here for? Because me and him going to court, right?
Yes.
I think he was locked in where I was locked in too. That nigga had like 3 bodies, yo. 3 bodies, young ass kid. And I don't think he beat them. I think he went up safe with them shit. You know.
It's sad, man. You know, this be the harsh reality of a more aggressive. It's weird because, like I said, our generation, definitely yours. You grew up in the Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter was president, and before they was taking.
He came to the Bronx.
Bronx is burning down. You know what I'm saying? You hear me?
Yeah.
South Bronx is burning down. You know what I'm saying?
It's burning down, man.
You know what I'm saying?
We never dreamt of Bronx to look like how it look now. Never.
Yeah.
Because everything was open lot. You could just run through abandoned. Police couldn't catch you. Run into them abandoned buildings and cross from the roof to the next, and yeah.
That was crazy, man. And when you look at it, and then when you take the time to look at it, it's like, yo, this thing is real, man. Like, this thing is real. Like, I remember the burnt down buildings. You know what I'm saying? Definitely shout out to my man Mikey B. He home now. He free, doing the right thing. Definitely shout out to the whole GM family. My man Molly. I remember the burnt out buildings because that's the generation I was growing up and seeing the buildings. And I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of those buildings had asbestos in lead. So when they came down flames, we was breathing in all that poison. So a lot of us are all like messed up in the head. some of us do got asthma and bad respiratory issues because we was breathing this stuff in. When them buildings came down after those fires, we're breathing this stuff in. Just
exactly.
like 9/11 was tearing people up, we lived in 9/11 every day in the ghetto.
Every day in the ghetto, every day. And then, you know, you playing in the building, so you nailing all of that, you know?
Yeah.
Jumping on the mattresses
The dirty
outside.
mattresses,
And you know what I mean? It's like, you know?
Whipworms, some playing on dirty beds, doing backflips to my head.
Yeah.
In the streets. That was our playground.
That was our playground, bro.
We created Skellies. So we came a long way.
Remember stickball? Remember stickball?
Remember the monkey ball game and all that?
Remember stickball? Remember stickball?
Yeah.
Stickball with that long stick like a broom.
Yeah.
And then you throw the little rubber pink ball.
Yeah.
Stickball. And you got to throw it in the square behind you. It's something like baseball, but it's not big. They call it stickball because they used to sell in the stores a long stick. A long big stick, like just to use for that. It looked like a broomstick, but it's not a broomstick. It's for stickball. That fade out. That fade out. I don't know how that fade out. I don't know how Skelsy fade out either.
Hell yeah. I learned how to play Chelsea. Okay, this is crazy, right? My grandfather fought in the Korean War. So I guess around the time he came back, they had just began to open up Taft projects. So they was doing construction. Because some of my family lived on 116th Street. Like my grandmother, rest in peace, she was Cuban though. But a lot of West Indians lived on 116th in Madison, in that area.
Yeah.
And we're talking about probably 40s and 50s, you know what I'm saying? There was Puerto Ricans there, but there was a large migration of West Indians.
There's more Afro Puerto Ricans.
And so my grandfather came back from the war, and my grandmother wound up getting into Taft projects. So my grandmother's like one of the first generation of Taft, right there on 115th in Madison. Now, when I used to go out there, it was still family orientated. Grandmothers on the benches, and they had this. I think it was the Young Devils, the Red Devils. They had a stickball league where they be playing stickball, bro. Right there on the streets.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. And I used to play a lot of Skelsy because in Taft we had I know front. Before FTW was FTW, we all played Skelsies together. You know
exactly. It was.
And
a lot of things, man.
It was like I said, we grew up in an era where we should have been more crazy. Because a lot of us were, yes, you know what I'm saying? A lot of us was really drinking sugar water or eating mayonnaise sandwiches, you know what I'm saying? Or going to school, eating lunch was like eating dinner sometime, you know what I mean? So you made sure you went to school.
Exactly. Well, you got to make sure you got that lunch, real. Fucking that pizza or that burger or the hot dog.
Yep.
That makes you gotta make sure you get that shit, yo.
Your people wasn't getting the money every day. Towards the end of the month, it's scavenger time. One kid can make it, but when you got 2-3 brothers, every man for themselves after the 10th. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And then remember when some people used to be scared to go to the store with a food stamp?
Yeah.
Like they want to go. I'm not going. Yeah, you go with a food stamp. Nah, I'm not going. You know?
It was so bad that you were going
part of life,
man. Call it just to cash a food stamp, but you might get jumped. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? But you want to go to the corner store. Now back then, when we caught somebody out, you jumped them. You got jumped. Like you didn't have like to get shot and stabbed up. That was another type of animal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if somebody had a gun, it was a 22 or 32 or 38. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And it wasn't no 9 and all that.
It was a different time, man. It was more family oriented, and it was just different. Like I said, I don't know why it's so aggressive out here with the young boys. The streets is crazy. I haven't figured this out. I can't.
It's that rap music, man.
Yeah, it's
rap music, rap culture. teaching these kids like they gotta be rich, and they're not teaching them love and unity, like to love each other. Just rich and get rich by any means necessary.
Yeah.
And even if you gotta cross your brother, you're gonna cross your brother just to get rich. That's all this culture teach them, as the rap culture. And that game that they play, the games that they play,
Yeah.
that them shit.
Yeah.
That's
Black
what
ops and all this stuff is crazy.
that's what teach them to shoot.
Yeah.
That's what teach them to shoot. So when they finish playing it in their room, they go outside with a real gun. I wanna try it out.
Yeah, that's what they do. And what you try to get across to people is like you see it and you understand it, and it's just like, yo, it's crazy because that's what it is, man. These kids, it's like a video game to me. Get high, then they go outside, and we didn't have
Try to live that shit
was
out.
our first game for some of us. Kiliko was our first game.
Remember Pac-Man? Pac-Man?
And the game with that stupid bounce, it goes up and down. And you have to,
exactly.
Those were the first games, really, like that, and Galaxy Man and stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? We progressed to where we got now. You know what I'm saying?
All these niggas all these little young kids, they want to be rappers. I mean, want to live like rappers, what the rappers them show them, man. Even the rappers them, sometimes it's just a fake. It's fantasy,
It's a fantasy
it's
because
it's just a mirage.
They're getting wrong advice. They're getting advice of have all the beef in the world. It's this internet thing. You're going to go viral. You're going to get followers. But it doesn't work out because by the time you get to where you're going, you got so much beef that you're going to catch a gun charge or you're going to get killed or somebody's going to try you and hurt you. So it's just like, why not try to do it this natural? Make some music, runs, meet and greet the people, and let the people judge you, not for being the toughest guy in the industry. Like, good example, I like King Von, right? He's a good artist. I like that. I like him too. But that one song he got, I'm Not From 63rd, people don't understand. You can't say that on 63rd Street in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Because the newer generation, the older generation, there's a lot of dead homies. That's a Chicago thing that he took worldwide. You know what I'm saying?
It's deep. Yeah, it's deep.
Deeper than what you think. You know what I'm saying? But he made it because beef sells. So you do a song that, yo, this is for real. Out there, you can't say that. You know what I'm saying? If you're out there, you think you're not from 63rd, you just can't be spitting that. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're ready to go. Yeah. And this is what the internet has done. Why don't some of you A&Rs tell these young boys to create your own business? It may take a little longer, but you will eventually achieve success. Because you hear this drill music, these young boys try to emulate it and they get killed. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because you can't, there's no way that you're militant going to
and it's not everyone, like you said, that's true. It's not every one of them militant. It's not every one of them. It's not every one of them is gangsters. So, and all of them think they gangster, but it's not every one of them. And when they go out on the street ain't got no love, man.
Yeah. Because you don't
love nobody.
They believe that being gang makes you a gangster. That's not how it goes. That's not how it went. A gangster and a gang member is two different individuals. You know what I'm saying? Two different individuals. A gangster and a gang member is two different individuals. A gangster is respected. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? A gang member, that's your job is to put in work. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? That's the position you're taking. But when you're a gangster, somebody go, nah, he all right. You might get a pass here and there. Nah, son, he cool. He might be gang, but there's like a man in you. You have to separate the words. When you go crazy and be talking crazy, what happens is you're becoming one of these viral fanatics. And what I mean by that, right? Lil Vaughn, a couple of young rappers, they talk crazy and then they wind up getting caught up. And what happens is when they get caught up, like King Von's supposed to be, he's not supposed to be, because it was a verbal beef you have, allegedly, you run up on somebody, and then you die. So now you die in the beginning of your career because this internet shit. Father, you're locked up. For what? A gun.
Exactly.
Why would you be beefing online? You know what I'm saying? You hear me?
Exactly.
So I think what we're trying to do is push a culture of guys that's we don't want the negative energy. We've been there. We just told you the whole hip hop spill, a generation of hip hop. There's a lot of guys that's got mental health issues because of those buildings going down. All that lead was in the air. You gotta keep this in mind. There's a lot of lead in the air that we were sucking up. That's why a lot of us got that hyperactive, or we short attention spans, and we don't read, or we may not comprehend the right way because all those chemicals we sucked up. Them bandit buildings had nothing but chemicals in them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So of course you're breeding a generation of future kids, mental health. We all have, a lot of us had mental health issues because of this. Imagine walking outside, and this is no lie, walking around and your neighborhood look like a bomb just dropped.
Exactly.
How are you supposed to have love in your heart when you're walking around with the same dirty sneakers and dirty jackets? When your mom will only do laundry once a month or possibly twice a month.
Exactly.
You're wearing the same pin. That's what made dudes start packing bags. Because you're going to get clothes, that's packing bags or giving out newspapers or.
Yeah.
That's
I used to pack bags.
I'm a whole.
I used to pack. That's my first. I used to pack bags.
Yeah, packing bags.
And
supermarkets.
A&P supermarket on Jerome Avenue.
Wow.
I used to pack bags right there.
Yeah.
And I used to carry the bags them to their house.
Yes.
And sometimes they give me a quarter. Sometimes they give me 50 cents. Sometimes they give me a dime. But and I climbed 5 stairs with a bag. The lady look at me and give me a dime and shit. I'm like, yo, who the fuck is this,
Yeah,
but that's how we used to eat, my first eating,
And that's why, that's why I kick what I kick, because I understand the elements I grew up around. I understood that a lot of us was super poor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
Oh, no, that is good, man. So that's what I'm saying. We're going to push your son. But I got to push him on IG. I don't know if his music's copywritten, but I could definitely push him on my reel on IG.
Coming.
And we're going to get him popping, man.
Yeah, here he is. He just come through. He just coming through the door.
All right. It's Bad Journey. What's up, Style?
Yo.
What's good?
What's up?
Yeah, we're going to push the culture. We're going to push the culture, man. That's what it's about. We're going to push the music and the culture. You know what I'm saying? Now, what's your
that's Puerto Rican.
I can't hear it. You
know what I'm saying? Yeah. What's your MC name? Tell the people in the world what's your MC name.
Puerto Rich, man. BX, man. Stand up. You know the vibes.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
What's going on?
Well, what I'm gonna do is a couple of people I know, they do like radio shows here and there. I'm gonna send you to them too, and then you could do an interview with them. You know what I'm saying? It's just another notch under your belt. These interviews, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause any interview is good. You're communicating with the people. And as long as you're talking to the people, you're gonna always win. You know what I'm saying? Because the people gotta like you. Now let the people like you for you, and not the gangster shit. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
You're a gangster every day, and then what happens is you don't want to be like Fabio. You know what I'm saying? Catch, you know what I'm saying? Free him. But you got to run around gripped up because you're promoting something that's valid. You know what I'm saying? That's a crime. Police watch this shit. You know what I'm saying? They pay attention to the violence, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You You know what I'm saying?
I don't like.
Where you from? The Bronx, right? You from
Yeah,
uptown too?
that's a fact.
See, you grew up in the you grew up in a
good
era, and definitely a good era,
I'm
man.
from by like the 6 line.
Yeah. Oh, the 6 line.
6 line. Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope, man. See, I'm from East Harlem. I'm the 6 line, but I'm downtown. For y'all, you know what I'm saying? On the east side, man. I seen a lot of guys come from the dirt and blue, like TKA, Mark Anthony. Mark Anthony was from East Harlem. I seen them same hustle, just going hard, man. Just keep going hard in the paint, man.
Say that.
Yeah, he been a rapper from he like 6 years old.
Yeah, so he wait for this,
So
man.
I'm gonna take this call real quick.
Got you. I got you.
All right,
I got
nice
you.
to meet you.
Yeah, you know.
Got it. We gonna do this, man. You know what I'm saying? We have Pop Duke on the show.
You know,
you know what I'm saying? We're gonna push the coach. We're just pushing the culture forward. Like my man said, we're just pushing the culture forward. We ain't glorifying. We just telling y'all situation. So now y'all you have to think about what we said about Michael Jackson, how he does the moonwalk, and now how many people got behind it after Michael Jackson was blown? Hip hop.
Exactly. Yeah.
Before him it was Rick James, Tina Marie, pushing the hip hop envelope. Tina Marie actually was rapping in that song. You know what I'm saying? That she was in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely, you know, like I said, we're definitely pushing we're gonna educate y'all. So now you have to sit here and go, damn, how bad did I happen? Did I grow up with something that was baby Vietnam? Think about it. He grew up with the black spades, young spades. You know what I'm saying? These was real gangs. People was really getting stabbed in rumbles. Some people got shot. My neighborhood, we had the Young Boys, you know what I'm saying? And we had the Renegades. Then you had Zulu Nation. You had certain blocks, like, you know what I'm saying? Like Raw Deal. Just like the Raw Deal family. Or you had people from Jeff Mob, or, you know, my block, Hilltop, PT 131, or the Hill Ho crew on 100th Street, or, you know what I'm saying? You had different blocks. And you know, when you're growing up poor, and you get some money, you're just happy to live life. To have that power to go, I'm gonna buy a beef sandwich today. You know what I'm saying? Without having to go, I can't spend this $5 because I don't know the next time I'm gonna get $5. That's how bad the struggle was in our generation.
Yes, it was.
Mayor Cox, rest in peace. It was bad. It was bad, man. Nobody really speaks upon that part. The chemicals that hit the air and the reason why we're tossed up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It was hard. It was
hard, man. So I'm pretty sure that's like you said, the trap house. I was in Albany, and I get out of jail. I get a pack. I got to lay up somewhere. I go to the trap house. The trap house gets you on your feet. 2-3 days. After 2 days, going crazy.
Exactly.
By that time, you done met something. You'll do $100 with the groceries in the refrigerator. You done moved in. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And that's how you start the grind. That's how it was out of town. You know what I'm saying? Like the story sound easy, but we all come from that same mind state. Like, yo, I gotta get back.
And they're not telling you. They're not telling you can't stay in there. And they and whoever owned the trap house, they're not saying you can't stay there. They let you stay there. They don't care. You gotta sleep on the floor, on newspaper, you know, or with one sheet.
Yeah.
One sheet in the winter time.
Yeah.
That's cold. That shit is cold. I remember, man.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Like I'm gonna be honest with you, even now with the drugs, this fentanyl thing, these chemists, it's crazy. Like y'all take like I said right now, today when I was at work, I said back in our time, the game was a social drug. So you had people that didn't like each other, but because they had one thing in common, sniffing, and since it cost $100 a gram, they got along for a common purpose. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So this is why you're seeing 8-9 people together and they was getting high. So what's happening now with the young boys is they're doing the same exact thing for the same purpose. You got 6-7 young boys sticking together. They putting their money together to get the E-pills sometimes, the Molly, the Xannies, they get a big bottle of perks. And so now it's becoming social. So now this is the new social scene. It's dangerous. It's a harder drug. And then these young boys cross each other. And this is why they kill each other. Yo, why you killed him for? He stole my iPhone. Why you killed him for? Because he had a monkey. Because let me tell you something. If y'all think heroin and put some monkey on your back, what do you think taking 6-7 opiates do? When we physically seen dope fiends with monkeys on their back do something strange, supermarket, snatch a jacket, dig pockets, mug people. What you think what these young boys is doing when they got that monkey on their back and they ain't got no money in their pocket? They're gonna violate them, and this is what a lot of these beefs be. Yo, what happened? He pawned my PlayStation, and those be the issues, bro, because they're socially. Let me tell you something. I can be in the part of Queens. Shout out to Queens. And these young boys would meet every day at like 6-7 o'clock in the morning just to put their money together to take all this hard shit. Like, damn, son. I meet like how the block be. You know how with the hammer thing, you have we know the block like that. So this is sure. Put their money together. It's crazy. So I think that issue has to be addressed. Like, yo, y'all taking something that's y'all think is because it's legal and stuff. It's giving you the same monkey in your back as buying the bag. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. Yeah, bro.
It's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? You got that them fentanyl pills is knocking you out, man. I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You're playing with these chemists, man. But
I'm coming back.
You know, this was another great segment. Hold on a second.
Yo.
Yo.
Oh.
Yo, yeah,
I love it, man. I'm gonna keep it a stack with you, man. I love it here, man. I love the dialogue here, man. And it's true what you said. You know what's another thing that's like a drug to these shorties now, B? Clout, man.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true. They do anything for life. Anything for life.
Word. Clout is the new Krills, B, for real. Clout kills, man. You know what I'm saying? I was hearing what you said about, rest in peace, King Vaughn and all that too, man. You know what I'm saying? For clout, shorty's jumping out the window doing, extra. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Super extra. And we was wild when we was young, yo. But there's some, but we at least we understood some things that we just didn't do, son. You know?
And then this nigga got so much money. You know what I mean? You got so much money.
Yeah, son.
Why you fighting with people, man? Don't pay that nigga no mind, my nigga. Go about your business. Why you punching no nigga? But what's the nigga? You got so much money, nigga. Crazy.
Back in the days, we used to try to. Back in the days, the artist was artist. The goal was to make it out the hood and then give back to the hood. Right? Exactly. And give back to the hood, that's cool. But they don't get out the hood. You heard? They stay around all the snakes and the envious. They go right there because the clout mean more than the money, son. You heard? The clout more than the money.
Yo, you ain't retarded. That's real. That's real.
Yeah. It's talking about he got 7 bodies and all that. Like, crazy. Like, yo, ain't nobody better than no man. It's just who fired the first shot. No man better than no man.
I was actually an OG from out here that said he's still in Chicago, right? I said, how you feel about that? I'm not from 63rd. He said, yo, that's very disrespectful. Because out there, people died over that. They're still dying to this day over that. He's a young boy that he doesn't realize what he's creating. You know what I'm saying? He's getting other young boys smoke because they're reciting that lyric. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, that's real. He goes, this is where the OG to step in, or the leader of whatever is around him, like, nah, son, you can't push that agenda. You see what happened? You push that agenda, you create new energy.
Yeah.
Where gangster image.
Somebody should have been there.
Crazy, this, that,
crazy.
So what happens? You pop, and then it was a simple fight. Then somebody smokes you because they want the clout. You know what I mean?
I know what?
Allegedly, rest in peace. Allegedly, taking pictures.
It's crazy.
And you gotta when you fighting somebody like that, you gotta be ready for shit like that. Cause that shit happen every day. You fighting a nigga, man. And his friend pull out a gun, and that's it. Always know that the friend gonna have a gun. So don't go think you gonna fight a nigga and everything that's fist fight. Nah. A nigga gonna have his friend with his dog.
You know, a lot of times too, you know what I see, a stack, you know what I see, Z, a lot of times too. You know what I'm saying? And maybe we went through it too, but I don't think to this level. But you know, you chase the clout. Now you put yourself in a position where you gotta be that. Now you have to be that. You put yourself in a bad position, B. When you put yourself in a position where you gotta show out now, because you know what I'm saying, if you really not that, now you really on the menu. So man, that clout, man, is crazy, son. That clout is crazy. And there's some people that they not chasing the clout, so they not playing with you. When you disrespect their hood, they don't care about your YouTube fame. They don't care about your music and none of that. You just played yourself, B. You talking about, you know what I'm saying, something I love. You know what I'm saying?
Where I work where I work at in the morning, I happen to have to work at 10 o'clock this morning. There's an area they call Murder Mile in North City, Murder Mile. There's been like close to 100 bodies last year on this side of Grand, North City. There was a shootout this morning, like 6 o'clock in the morning. They were shooting out by some area. The guy was driving, young guy. He stopped, died. The people that was out there seen it for my job. It was like, yo, that's crazy. A kid. He's like 21, 22.
Kids.
They caught him lacking at 6 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, and these kids, bro, they got guns. They got the crazy guns. Back in the days, we had the 2.5s, we had the 38s, we had the 9 millis. You know what I mean? You might have had a Ruger. You know what I'm saying? You might have had something, but you know what I'm saying? A sawed off. But now they got the Terminator joints. What? Yo.
And they got them rifles. They got them AK-47 and M16s now. Anytime that shit hits you, if that hit a person,
and it's not
they die. They hit off their foot, they hit off their hand. You can't live. One shot after that, might shoot up. That's war gun.
I remember when a Mac 10 was like, whoa, now. And it's not just one of them. Got it the whole squad. You heard, the arsenals. I'm like, yo, shorties is wildin', son.
Anytime, you know what? You see them guns?
And nobody's responsible. For them.
That's why they shoot innocent people, because you see when they using it, they spray from side to side.
That's it.
So even if you get up, if a nigga in the back seat and he's trying to run, it's still when the gun come back this way, it's gonna get him too. There's no running away.
We living in the last, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what it looked like, man. We living in the last for real. Yo, it's almost an epidemic too. How all these little babies is getting killed, 6 years old, caught up in the joint. You know what I'm saying? And it's not.
Yo, this happened.
Zeke is crazy.
This guy.
I know the days when somebody walk up on a nigga and they shoot him in the head. Them days is gone. These niggas don't want to do nothing up front and personal. They want to stay far and shoot, and then they shooting innocent people. Back in the days, a nigga walk up on you. You know what I mean? One shot, and it's over.
Wow, you know they got who they needed. They got who they came for.
Yeah.
Now they get whoever's there, you getting it, and they don't have no remorse.
Yeah. Times, bro, this one guy was arguing with allegedly his op on a cell phone. He was going to drop his daughter off, bro. He parks the car. I guess the guy had to drop it. He arguing on Texas, nigga, without Texas. So he parks the car, or allegedly jumps out the car, kills the father, and then turns the gun on the daughter. Guess how old the girl is? Like 3 years old, bro. Like, are you serious? Like, he killed the daughter. It was like shots by accident. Like, he killed the father, looked in the back seat, and then killed the daughter.
Horrible.
They think this is gangster. You want to know why though? Because
they think that's gangster.
They're being cheerleaded for their greatness for shooting the job. That's gangster now. Yo, you don't care. Yo, you a G because you done shot a child.
That's not G.
This is the new thing because
that's not
crazy.
G.
They had like 15 cases of that out here. Now I'm sure in New York we hear
that's
like,
crazy.
Or it's all over the place where it's the new thing is when I see you, I don't care who you're with. There was
crazy,
this,
son.
bro.
Sad. There was rules. There was rules, man. There was rules.
Yeah,
no women, no children.
Rules.
No women, no children.
Rules,
you know what I'm saying? We get the I don't know if it's something in the water or something, man, but it's crazy right now. It's horrible. Real quick, man, if you don't mind, Zeke. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to shout out Cosmology Bay in the building in the chat. You know what I'm saying? M, you know what I'm saying? Porter Rich, yo, for real. Shout out to your son, man. You know what I mean? Buck 4129, you know what I'm saying? Living life. Word up, man, and everybody in the chat, man, for real. Yo, it's crazy.
Big up.
It's crazy.
We're gonna build something. We're gonna build something great here, and we're gonna have people that's gonna jump in. Where we're gonna create these dialogues because we gotta have these conversations. We gotta have the conversations of what's reality and what's not reality. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you all day about how much money I may have gotten, how about all the destruction I created. You know what I'm saying? I can't talk about that part though, because then that makes me fake. Nah, son. Know what I'm saying? Glorify this. You can't. Yo, do you know? For me to buy a pair,
you gotta tell your story though. You gotta tell your story sometimes.
Destruction of other families to get a fitted hat, a jacket, because those mothers.
You know that's why.
I'm single mothers. They wasn't feeding their kids, man.
You know, I apologize, man. Yo, Zeke, that's what attracted me to your channel. You know what I'm saying? The first time I watched it and so forth and so on, as long as I've been watching you, you know what I'm saying? It's been a couple months now. But what attracted me to your channel was that you always keep it 1,000, son, for real.
Yeah.
And I salute you for that, man. I really respect that. Because you don't glorify the life and all that.
Bro, because I realized, like today I was at work today, right? And this young boy came in there and he was talking about the gang life days. And one thing he said that I listened to was, you know, I remember being fucked up when I was young because my mom was getting high. You know how it was in the 80s. So, you know, there's days I didn't eat. It was hard, grandma, but I love my mom. So, you know what I mean? And I'm sitting and listening to him like, damn, son. In the 80s, I was hustling. So just imagine how many kids that's grown up now that went through those same experiences as that, man. That I was able to buy sneakers, fitteds, walk around with a Diddy Bob.
You know, I was there with you. I was there with you, man. You know, we was all the broken people in the hood. You know what I'm saying? And it's great, and it's a great thing that you grew. You know what I'm saying? As a man and as a king, man, you grew and you can see, man, your third eye was open. How whatever it took to open it, I thank God that it did, because you got a powerful voice, black man, for real. So I salute you, man.
For real.
Because
I'm with that, son.
Because when we be honest, we can teach people. Now, some people, that's why I say when somebody says something, right? Only you can make it the truth if you debate it all day. That's your fact. Well, this is my fact. Let's see who fact is better. Your fact is off of this. My fact is this, because we don't know each other. Half of us don't know each other. So you're telling me what you heard about me. I'm telling you what I know about you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And that's how, and that's how you stop shit. But those conversations is a waste of time for men like us, because nobody wants to hear that shit. They want to hear what we're talking about now. Because there's somebody in this chat that's going to have their grandson watching this shit. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to glorify the negative shit I did when I was young around you no more. Because I realize that as you get older, you might try to repeat me. So we were some I don't give a fuck type of niggas.
Yeah, we already
in the lobby and sell a whole pack of quills all fucking day.
We was failed youth, man. We, you know, it's sad that, I love the dialogue, and this is something that needs to be had, man, more often, because we was broken people. We were raised by broken people, and it's like the blacks people, man. And I consider myself a black man. You know what I'm saying?
I come across better when I'm sober, right? Now when I'm drunk, it's all.
I love it.
See? And that's why I told you. I said I have to do this sober. because we have dialogue like this. I don't want everybody to remember out of all the great talk. Yo, Zeke was drunk and he fell asleep or he's talking shit. Nah, I'm drinking coffee right now. Stay up and we're gonna do this. I told wifey.
I gotta send you a mug. I gotta send you a mug, Zeke.
Yeah.
We gotta send Zeke the mug, son. You hear
We
me?
done got larger. Look, we done got stacked larger with us. Part of the team. We're gonna create something great. Cause look, you know
I'm with it, man.
He said, "Yo, this is real shit, man." He said, "Yo, Zeke, man, I lost 4 of my kids to the streets, man, and I want my last one to make it." You know what I'm saying? And that's
remember that, man. Word.
Like, yo, I'm real. Like, I'm not. Look, he let not tear him up because he understands the streets. He hurts like anybody else gonna hurt. But he
right now,
for his other kids, man, and that's real. You know what I'm saying? You hear me?
Right now, letting them know. For 26 years, I've been in pain. I've been in chronic pain every day. Right now, I'm here. I'm in crazy pain, bro. You know, from my toe all the way up to my hip, man.
God bless you.
God bless you.
I live with pain.
We never speak
A doctor told me.
We'll glorify violence all day. Yo, I stabbed him, I cut him, we jumped him, but we never actually hear from a pair like us that came out from those points that lost a child in these streets, man. And that's why I'm doing this, man. That's why I love my wife, because my wife, she knows Zeke talk a lot of this good stuff, man. Don't talk the gang shit. All my men call me today. Leave the gang shit alone. Leave that alone. Don't indulge in it. Leave that alone. Leave it alone.
I salute you, Zeke.
That's his own lane.
I salute you, Zeke.
A whole lot more to talk about. People are gonna listen. They're gonna come to this. You know what I'm saying?
You know, and yo, say that again, Stat.
No, I was saying one of my sons, his girlfriend stabbed him in his back and killed him. He was only 18, you know, and she was real street. She was a little older than him. She was like 20, and she like real streetish and shit. And every time we keep a party or anything, and she come there and he talking to somebody, she started a fight with him and argument. So one day he came and he's light skinned, like about the eye, you know, he's about your complexion. So one day he came and his face was stripping, you know. And I asked him what happened. He said the girl Mason, you know. So I said, what? Okay, we took him to the hospital and got him washed off and everything and stuff. So he came back, he's in my yard now. I was telling him, I was like, yo, it's better you live on a housetop than you live in a house with an angry woman, cantankerous woman, you know. You know, better you eat herbs than feast with an angry woman. So I told him, stay down, stay at my house for like 3 weeks, give her a break. And that was a Thursday. You see, the Saturday, I asked his sister, I was like, yo, where's Malik? The Malik and his friends went uptown. I was like, oh shit. I bet he went to look for that girl. And he did go up there, go look for the girl, but he said he was going to get his clothes to go to a party tonight. And then when his man was with him, he told his man, you know, my father told me not to go near this girl. You go get my clothes for me. So when the guy went to get his clothes, the girl wouldn't answer the door, you know, for his friend. So my son now, because he know the house, he went through the kitchen window and went inside. And when he went in there, he saw a nigga in there that he knew, and he was like, yo, I'm really leaving you now. So he opened the door for his friend to come in, and the girl ran and got the big kitchen knife, and he held her and he took it away from her, you know, and then he told his friend to hold her while he go in the closet and get his little stuff while he have in there to go to party. But you know, when his friend was holding the girl, you know what happened? The nigga that was there jumped on the friend and started fighting with the friend. So the friend had to let go the girl. So the girl went back for the knife, and while he stooped down in the closet taking his stuff, she just pushed it through his back all the way to his heart.
Oh man, son. Sound like a Jezebel spirit, man. You
Yeah,
know,
he
that's
bled
that
out,
Jezebel
man.
spirit, man. Some
Yeah,
man,
that
may
bitch,
rest your soul,
man.
man. Rest your soul, man. I'm sorry to hear that. That breaks my heart. I've been through similar stuff like that. You know, I was telling someone not too long ago, man. Like I wish the schools would teach more people about, you know, what I'm saying, mental health. You know, and things like that, man. Because you got some crazy people out here, bro.
That's considered.
Especially.
Keep on.
That you know, but you know, you got some crazy people out here that, you know what I'm saying, you think they for you heard, but they just want what they want, man. You know what I'm saying? Once they done with you, man, they spit you out, chew you out, man, throw you back, let me get rid of you heard? And she sound like a Jezebel to me, man, you heard?
Exactly. She was.
Keep talking.
Jezebel. Every time I saw that bitch, she was arguing. Every time, you know. And then
they like it, man. It's narcissism.
Oh yeah, it is.
You know what I mean?
And then
we gotta start warning our shorties about that, man. You know what I mean? We gotta start warning the shorties from young, son, because they grow up around these kind of people and think they cool. You know what I mean? Or think it's normal. It's not normal, bro.
Not normal. And then she go to court. Then my son's mother and his grandmother see her with a Bible and was like, "Oh, you in the church now? I forgive you for what you did." And they telling this is when the girl gonna get sentenced, right?
Yeah.
They saying, "Oh, I forgive you for what you did. I forgive you." The mother saying she forgive them. The grandmother saying she forgive them because the girl got a Bible in her hand and crying and all that. So the judge, her lawyer was about to ask for a lower sentence because the family forgive. So I put up my hand. I was like, "Yo, judge, could I speak?" And he asked me who I am. I said, I'm the father, you know? And he said, sure. I said, mister, I don't forgive her. Because right now she took away my son that used to help me and all that. And he's a good kid. You know what I'm saying? He can't get no dreams done no more. She still got a life. Give her the max that she could get. I don't want her to get no break, nothing. You know, when I was talking, everybody in the court, white people them start crying. Because I was explaining to them how close he was to me and how he helps me, you know. And the judge, then she was like, she want to go to school. The judge said, I can't send you go to no school. You're getting the same max, and he just gave her the max what she plea bargained for. You know, but I'm surprised the mother and the grandmother was like, I forgive you, you know. I ain't forgiving you.
Now, I can understand it, you know what I'm saying, in a biblical sense, but at the same time, I feel your pain, my brother, for real. God bless you, man. I'm sorry that happened.
Yeah.
Words,
man.
My brother, right? My brother passed away on Rikers Island. He had Hobson disease cancer. And he
sorry to hear that, man.
So he had, definitely. And he took his spleen out. So he had no strong white cells. So he got locked up in the early 90s on Rikers Island. He went to jail for a cell. It's crazy, for a cell, but him being around drugs. But the doctor told me he told my mom he wasn't gonna live past like 25 years old. But the germs is just like how this COVID is. Once the germs started in his body, his white cells wasn't able to fight. He passed away, bro. So he didn't get stabbed on the streets, but he basically died in the streets, right? His cell went to Rikers Island. He died.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? He has two beautiful daughters, though. One's a manager for a supermarket. One's another manager someplace else. His daughters turned out perfect because they had good families behind them. Plus, my family was with them. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? So we all, some of us took losses from the streets. You know what I'm saying? And you know, as much crime as we have done that we glorify, sometimes that karma is like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I think different, man, because I know that I would, like, when my friend David died, that changed me. Because my friend David, he was drunk. And when he got killed, it's because he didn't want to run. He was like, I'm not going nowhere. He got shot, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Shot him, his mom seen him getting shot, bro. You know what I'm saying? So his mother was watching her son get hit.
Getting hit up.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That just changed the way I think, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like this gangster shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Rest in peace to your peoples. Word up, B. You know, you just reminded me of something too, man. And I just wanted to throw it out there. When I was in Sing Sing, you know what I'm saying? I was 23, going on 24 at the time. And I used to have a little chip on my shoulder. And I got into something with this dude I thought was cool. Yeah. I was in the gym and I used to play chess with this old a Muslim brother named Yahya. You heard?
Yes.
And I got up, you know, son used to come and this other kid, he used to be annoying. You know, he used to watch the game, but he used to talk while we playing. You heard? And I told Yahya, I said, yo, Yah, man, you know what I'm saying? One day he gonna say something, son. You heard me? I'm gonna jump off this table. And Yahya used to be like, you know, don't do that. Yahya was the cool head. You heard? Yeah. So one day, son said something. I didn't think. I jumped off the table. Yahya grabbed my wrist. You heard? The kid walked away because he was just a talker. You know, he was just a talker. So he walked away when he seen me get angry. And Yahya said something to me that, you know what I'm saying, I tell shorties to this day. Yahya said, yo, even a lion can die getting killed by his own pride. You heard? And sometimes, man, pride be the reason too, man. You know what I mean? Exactly. So I thought about that. I took that home. You heard? Word, B.
It's a great.
That's true.
You know what I think?
That's pride kills, man.
We're so sucked up in this culture of gangs. It's like you can't have a regular conversation
you know
with
what?
somebody without them bringing up gang. Now I realize that's because maybe we're the same circles. So I think sometimes like we're all three of us, and so three different circles, and we're not promoting nothing that's gang. So maybe we break certain circles. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Yo, for real, man. Sometimes you got to get outside the box, man. For real, move around a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Real quick, man. Shout to Zay TV in the chat. We see you. You know what I'm saying? Mambru Gonzalez. Salute, my bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? PR in the building. You heard? Yo, I was going to say something. You know, we do this in the mornings, too. I don't know if you know that or not, Zeke.
Oh, what?
But, you know, yeah, we have dialogue in the morning on Real Life Real Spit, man. It's a show called The Ride with Rafiq. Irizarry, you know what I'm saying? When you know, a Muslim brother friend of mine.
Right? You know, so I
we would love to have you come through one day, man. For real, son. We would love to have you come through sometime. I like what you on, son. And Stack too, man. God bless you and I pray that healing over your body and all your struggles be for real, man.
Yeah, man. Thank you, bro. Yeah, you know, we support each other, you know, that's what keep us going, you know. The love for each other, bro. You know. Keep us strong, you know.
Because I can sit here all day and glorify how real I am. But what's that going to do for the people that's listening? But because that's, you know what I'm saying? If I tell you about my experiences and what I don't glorify or what I am glorifying, I'm glorifying the new Zeke compared to the old Zeke because the old Zeke was destructive. I didn't care.
Respect.
I came from, think about this. When I grew up, see, nobody really speaks about this. When I grew up, there was a lot of, because we grew up in neighborhoods that was full of lead. There was a lot of brain damage. A lot of the gangsters.
Asbestos and all that.
Asbestos. Yeah.
Pills in special ed. They became wild because they didn't want to be called special ed. So a lot of the special ed kids, they was just dangerous because of they didn't want to be labeled special ed. You know, he's slow or he can't read or that is what triggered a lot of the little gangsters. Don't say, you hear me?
That's a fact. I seen it, Zeke. I seen it. Word.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
And just soaking up. If they said 9/11 was disgusting when the buildings came down, imagine what we grew up in when there was a fire in a tenement building that was full of lead and everything else.
Asbestos and all that. Facts.
We was taking on. That's why we got respiratory problems now, and we barely can breathe, and because the shit we took in. You know what I mean? So, you know, like my man Kato said, man, we have to appreciate the people that's around us. It don't matter what our mothers did, they was around us, bro. And for all the single mothers, man, salute to y'all, man. I'm saying, because I tell you, man, it's a struggle, man. See, I used to always wonder, right, why my mother at times would, you know, party. And then I had to realize it, man, when you have something that you know that's about to pass away and you're struggling financially,
Yeah, you want to.
You do the one social thing that everybody
You go somewhere. Yeah, that you don't have to
Everybody's
remember all
looking.
that shit. You don't have to remember all that shit.
A lot of us, you know what I'm saying? A lot of us from
That's what I
the
used
from
to
the
do when I
hood
was.
looking for a way, looking for some release, you know. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And the things and the establishment was designed to put things in front of us that gave us that false sense of release for the moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's where the drugs came in and all that. You know, when we start to realize the setup, bro, then we can start and start teaching each other about it. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? I think that we could overcome it. But a lot of people don't realize it's there. You know what I'm saying? And we didn't realize it's there. We was failed, yo. We was failed by a lot of the older brothers than us. You know what I'm saying? And we failed the shorties that's coming up now. And we got to do something about it, bro. We got to do something about it.
And that's why when they hearing this, so when they hear a story like this, there's losses that come with what we think is wins. When you thinking, okay, I'm winning, I got a brand new car, I got a nice chain, I got good garments on. Your loss might come, yo, your mom just passed away. Oh, your uncle just passed away. What happened? You're a part of some crazy civil indictment. What happened? Yo, I knew a lot of guys that we called. I remember this one guy. They called him a gangster. He was getting high a little bit, but he was a stick-up kid. That was his profession. He caught 15 years for a $2 robbery.
I seen dumb stuff like that too. Yeah,
some of them get knocked off because they got so many felonies already that they get those hearings, those 3-time loser hearings that people don't know about.
I caught that before. I caught one of those. The judge told me, say, yo, Mr. V, if we see you again, you know what I'm saying, you'd be lucky to get 15 a click. That's what they told. I told the judge, I said, that don't sound like a lucky dude. You know what I'm saying? And I was only 21 years old at the time. You know what I'm saying? So you feel me? I was like, lucky. That don't sound lucky to me. You know what I'm saying? But I had caught so many cases close together, back to back, that they was like, you know, and I was a misled shorty. You know, I thought I was cool, but I wasn't cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
that
was a regular thing that the judge always tell you. Don't come back in front of me. You come back in front of me, you're gonna get.
They was
I
mad.
went in front of a judge one time, and he gave me 6 months to, for some shooting shit and shit in the 70s. You know, that nigga told me when I was 17. That nigga told me don't come back in front of me. If you come back here, I'm giving you a break this time. If you come back in front of me, I'm gonna serve you. And about 10 years later, I'm back in front of that man. You know what? I'm back in front of him with a body.
Oh man!
I'm shooting a body. I was like, yo, why they gave me back this man? But you know what it is? They read your record. They assign a judge to you for life.
Oh, yo, people think it's a game.
You go back in front of that. That man was just looking at me like he just wanted them to say guilty. That nigga would have served me, but they said not guilty. You know, because I wasn't guilty.
I would tell you what's crazy, right? Because I check out different content sometimes, right? And there's this one guy I check out, right? He tells his jail stories. Everybody do it. It's not a problem. But he tells it from his Latin King side version. I think his name is Chulo.
That's my man's. Yeah, I know, son. Yeah,
and
he bugged out.
It's so funny, man. It's just so funny that how, that's his story. This is what he's saying. He experienced or what he's seen, and it's just like let them. Maybe this is how he's releasing that out of his life by him telling.
This is therapy for a lot of people.
And sometimes we do to a psychiatrist. He's doing this for you too. And this is and what I like about him is that he really don't glorify the stuff. He's just saying, yo,
what happened?
Jail was crazy in the 90s, and it really was. And look where I'm at now. And you have to look and go, yo, you gotta salute him, man. Like, yo,
that's my man. He bugged out, yo. He make me laugh a lot too, yo. I like how he tell his story. He a smooth little, you know what I'm saying? A smooth dude, man. God bless him, man. I love that nigga, man.
But I think when you're not, I think people expect the gangster to be,
stay like that. Never grow. Don't grow, gangster. They don't like it when you grow some of these people, man. You know what I'm saying? They don't like it.
That can't be because you don't come across as one because you don't live in a shelter or you don't live in a shack or You're not popping mollies, or you're not walking around with a dirty hoodie on all day. And look with you know what I'm saying? You're not making money. You're not, you know what I'm saying?
Now, Zeke, knowing these young shorties though, it's very controversial. You know, I told 3 jail stories and everybody thought I was a jail storyteller. Nah, I'm not that.
Yeah,
you heard?
man,
I was trying to share something and going somewhere with it. But it's very
cool because
Where?
There you go.
You my man. He was getting high. He was cool. He wasn't my man, but he was cool. And then when he got locked up, he became a superstar. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? But when he came home to get high.
Seen that
he
too.
wasn't mentally showing them. See, what happens a lot with distractions is when you join these cliques, it distracts you from who you really are. Because remember, in the penitentiary, you can hide who you are. That's anybody. We done seen dudes that we done seen dope fiends. We go to Rikers Island, they running some type of program like, yo, or like, you know what I'm saying?
It happens. Word, that's a fact.
They're the ones that begin to manipulate. You know what I'm saying?
I like that you be saying the things that nobody be saying sometimes too, Z.
Yeah. I seen him. I remember this one guy. I seen him. He was the emo. I seen him in my project. She said, "Let me get 2." I didn't understand. I said, "Yo, you was the
E-man."
Man, I'm like,
you know what's sad too, man? I wanted to say, man, earlier, you know, because you said something about, you know, gangs, and we don't glorify no gangs, you know what I'm saying? But it's the sad part is this, man. A lot of the gangs, you know, when they were first written up, they manifestos and all that, when you read them, you thinking this is going to be righteous, you know, and there's a lot of things they don't tell the shorties after the shorties then signed up. This ain't righteous, you know what I'm saying? But I remember, you know, as a kid growing up and all that, you know what I'm saying? I thought that a lot of the, and it's true, a lot of the gangs started off with the right idea, but but somehow it always just go left. You know what I'm saying? With the wrong organization. You know what I'm saying? Or no organizational skills and no true militancy. Because shooting everything, cutting everything, that's not militant, son. You know what I'm saying?
It doesn't take too much. And that's why we don't want to promote that, because
I don't want to.
That's you know what? When I was on Rikers Island, man, and this is it felt like it was a bully era. If you didn't know nobody or you didn't get busy, you got bullied on. When I mean bullied on, don't touch the phone, or they
play your pump.
Bully you in the day room. This is before the gang era. This is when you had God bodies, Muslims, borough, boom, boom, boom. A lot of guys was just getting bullied. You know what I'm saying? So it's like jail make you have to become an animal. Because if you go in the dorm and nobody know you, somebody's gonna try you.
They gonna try you,
The phone. You looking at a body and they telling you can't touch the jack. You know what I'm saying? In the evening, they leave you no choice but to become an animal. They leave you no choice but to go. Yo, I can't take this no more. Them dudes I used to see that sitting on their bunk all day, young boys, because they was just scared to go in the day room because how dudes used to act. They never been in jail before.
A lot of dudes, a lot of them turn into killers, man. A lot of them turn into killers.
That experience make them wanna. That's why. You can't create it. You can't create a situation that there's already animosities between certain dudes that have been in jail all their life. Because now I join your situation, but I had beef with him 4 years ago. He used to bully me. So all back of my mind, he's really not my bro, but I'm going to find a reason to get him back. And that's where all the politics come in. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. A lot of politics, B.
Yo, I seen good dudes, man. You know what happened, bro? When Pataki took college out of jails, that was, y'all are just gonna sit here and you're gonna do something crazy. What came from that? You took college out and it became game, bro. How do you take college out? And I'm not gonna be God body no more. I'm gonna be this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be a regular. I'm not gonna be La Familia. I'm gonna be this. How does that happen, bro?
It's a part of the setup. See, when they put the schools in the prisons, they realized that the people was going to change. People was going to smarten up. Now they also remember this, that we cattle. Every inmate, depending on what prison and what year, was what $40,000 to $60,000 per inmate for these private companies. But you know, you go to Comstock. You know, New York don't own Comstock. Maybe somebody else own Comstock, but New York paying them for the property, right? So they need to fill in spaces. So they said, hold on. If we educate these people, then how do we control them? So they said, yo, we got to stop educating them, because once they got because knowledge is key, and once they got this education and they go somewhere with it, they're gonna start opening up their own schools. They're gonna start opening up their own communities. They're gonna start taking care of themselves. We can't control them. So let's stop this school stuff right now before we lose control of the people for real. You know what I'm saying?
Because
they need us.
That's what it is. Understanding that, yo, bro, I remember going to Rikers Island, and you had guys that years later became killers because they experienced over 6 months from Rikers Island. So they went home. Do you know how many people that got killed over beef they had on Rikers Island? Not even up north beefs. Shit that they did to somebody on the island from their hood. Somebody catch them slipping and laying. So you know what I'm saying? We try to tell y'all, there's a way for you not to experience that. You know what I'm saying?
Word, man. People gotta learn from other people's mistakes. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Learn from other people's mistakes, man. For real.
So I think
that's true.
Tomorrow, because I know it's late where you're at. I'm late. I think I'm Central Time. Yo, you what? You know what I'm saying?
I'm almost West Coasting right now, man. I'm in Texas right now. B, you heard?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a fact. So I'm like an hour behind you, and I'm 2 hours behind Large. You heard?
Yeah, I'm hours behind Large. Do this tomorrow, brother. I'm gonna show the music. I'm gonna start the show at
God bless y'all.
10 o'clock.
Yeah,
we're gonna do this again. Have dialogue, and we want people to come in. And
when you gonna play his video?
Get you out of here. We don't want that. If you just want to talk but not take the time to listen, you're out of here. Because we gotta have a point where we can have dialogue.
Yeah, there gotta be rules.
This is my opinion.
Yeah.
Neutral ground.
Village meeting.
That's dope. Yo, Zeke, man, God bless you, man. Salute to you, man. Thanks for having me too. Yo, Stack Large, be for real. God bless you, man. Big up, man. Yo, send me that water. Send me that water. You heard? I want that water too.
All right. I bless you.
Your brothers, man.
One love, man.
Somebody gotta get something from this. This is deep. No, somebody gotta get
God bless you guys.
All right, Zeke.
Nice and calm, man.
One love.
When you gonna play Puerto Rich video?
Huh? Tomorrow
when you gonna play his video?
In the morning, I'm gonna transfer it to my IG. We on go. You hear me?
All right, respect.
One love.
One love. Peace.
One love. Peace.
Yeah.
We definitely hope you enjoyed it. We had a good night tonight. We had a call in. Ulysses was popping. Shout out to the Carver Mob. Shout out to Western Projects, East Harlem, DJ Demo. Definitely shout out to the whole East. Chill from the East Side. Rest in peace, Black Rob. Shout out to Peter Waynes. You know what I'm saying? The R&B singer doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? We here, man. We here for supporting the culture. Talking about the culture. Shout out to Latin Pain for pulling up. You know what I'm saying? This is great. We're creating. We're just talking to the people. You know what I'm saying? That's all we doing. That's what we're trying to get to. We're trying to get to a point where we're dialoguing and we're not glorifying certain things, even though we might get caught up talking about something too long, but we want to glorify because it's nothing to glorify. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I had $100 in my pocket that day, but how much destruction I created. Because when you hear the victims, like the kids, and they talk about, yeah, my mother was getting high and I suffered and I was in a group home, or this happened to me or that happened to me. So this is where we have to understand that those are the casualties of war, the kids. With that being said, man, I appreciate y'all. Thank you for pulling up. Cosmo Bay was Papino. We're just changing the cloth around here. You know what I'm saying? We just changed the feeling. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we definitely do. You know what I'm saying? Word. So with that being said, man, I appreciate y'all. Definitely shout out to Killa Kato and pull up in the building. I got to change the title. With that being said, man, you know what I'm saying? Yo, have a great night. Have a great night. With that being said, peace. this. Just had it. With that being said, man, I'm saying that's how we do it. We just got to do it, man. There's nothing to it but to do it, Mambo. I mean, Mr. Gonzalez, there's nothing to it but to do it. Exactly. You know, it's just the true facts, man. We just talking about what I seen from experiences, man. It could be in an imaginary world. It could be that's fake, but in the real world, people do snap after a while. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has a bad day. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So with that being said, definitely salute to y'all. I appreciate y'all. It was dope tonight, man. It was definitely dope, man. It was definitely dope, man. Definitely shout out to Carver Mob, you know what I'm saying? The whole Carver, Lehman. Definitely my man Buck, you know what I'm saying? Definitely y'all have a great night. Salute. I'm happy you're all pulled up. Harlem Double pulled up. Everybody pulled up, you know what I'm saying? Free, JD and Vine, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Marcus Garvey Village. You know what I'm saying? We here just restoring the feelings, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Mikey B. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? GM fam, Marley, GM fam, Free Kev, whatever, rest in peace, Gigi, salute Teflon Dawn, you know what I'm saying? You know, we here, man. Northside Queens, you know, Southside, I'm chopping all of them, you know what I'm saying? We in the building, man. With that being said, man, you have a great night. Salute to everybody. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. And tomorrow, we on in Papino.